Some of your people be having that.
I'm trying to get paid all day, every day. All day, every day. I ain't got time to wait. All day, every day. All day, every day. I'm thinking about my bae. All day, every day. All day, every day. But ain't got time to play with you. All day, every day. All day, every day.
All day, every day, I'm trying to get paid on the money hustle. We never crawl, we gon' ball. All in our papers, man, the game is raw. In and out of the drunkenness, reflections in the river ripples. You see the skyline, make you think who it be. Drowning in this colored crowd, pitching that flow. We tore it off the high, we right off the BS. Laid back, mind off the stress. Not tripping off the foolishness. I'm still working. I got that bride lurking. All on my Facebook, talking down. But listening to these tracks twerking. That's why it's always M.O.B. I'm still working.
Two to the 4 to the 8 with my money. We in the studio trying to kick this funk for you.
Don't be late with my money. 8 to the 4
trying to see
to
these
the
in their
2
rows,
with
trying
my
to get this
money.
money. It's hard out
That's what
here.
I
The
don't
struggle's
do
real.
with my money.
100%.
2 to the 4
You know,
to
that's
the
come from
8
your boy.
with my money.
Easy peasy, cause it ain't
Don't be
easy.
late with my money. 8 to the 4 to
Stay
the
to
2
the
with my
grind. Stay
money.
on top. You know, trying to get it out here. The middle
I'm trying to get
Stay out
paid
here.
all day, every day. All day, every day. I ain't got time to wait. All day, every day. All day, every day. I'm thinking about my bae. All day, every day. All day, every day. But ain't got time to play with you. All day, every day. All day, every day.
I'm trying to see pay all day, every day. Been doing this for a long time, hoping for a payoff. Make it loot in my sleep 24/7. On these bars with persistency, hustle after hustle and still grinding. Keep my mind in consistency. Too many pitfalls leave a brother blinded. Reach out to the streets, the treasure shining.
2 to the 4 to the 8 with this money. Looking back, she wanna help me count this money. Still M.O.B. when the average chick a junkie. Tell them that ain't you, girl, you grew up to be something. Every day is payday. I'm looking for a way out the hood. Call me Pele, kicking ass if you don't pay me. Marching through the streets of St. Louis like it's Mayday. Ain't no time for play. Listen what I say. I need it, so I go get this money. I need it, so I go get this money. I ain't trying to be bummy. If you ain't on it, I'ma think you a dummy. Don't be late with my money. 8 to the 4 to the 2 with my money. That's what I don't do with my money. 2 to the 4 to the 8 with my money. Don't be late with my money. 8 to the 4 to the 2 with my money. That's what I don't do. I need it on time. Yeah.
What up?
What's going on?
You are tuned in to the greatest podcast in the world. In the world. I am Dreek Lockhead.
It's Reggie, man.
Big bruh.
And you are tuned into
The Spillover.
Yes, where we bring all the controversy topics, sports, politics, investment, life, learning. I mean, it's an acronym, Spillover. Yes, and we have a lot, like every day, not every day, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Like every time we turn on the live button and go live for you, the people, we always have something interesting to talk about. Now, like we always like to do, talk about the sports. Get y'all mind out the gutter. Y'all thought I was talking about something else. But we talking about sports. What we got up first, Reggie?
I'm ready, man. First thing I want to dive into, quick hits, real quick. The Sixers.
Man, no, wait. Let's not talk about that right now.
I mean, we're going to get into it. It was just real quick.
Else.
That was going to be the real quick.
Let's go on something
real
else.
Quick.
That ain't something we talk about real quick. Because that's my squad. Okay, go on something else.
All right, well, the Thunder have evened up the series with Houston. Clippers even up the series with, the Mavericks even up the series with the Clippers.
Wait. Thunder ain't even up the series.
Yeah, they did. They won.
It's 2-1. I thought it was 2-1.
It was. It's 2-2 now.
You sure?
Yeah, they just played.
Oh, that's one of them early games.
Yeah, they just played.
Okay.
They won by 3 points.
So it's 2-2, huh?
Bucks done took the lead in A series. They 3-1, so they got one more game.
Yeah,
Boston
that's over
swept. The Raptors swept.
Oh, my
The
God.
Heat looking to sweep. They in the middle of their game right now. They up by 13 in the third quarter with
The
6
East
minutes.
is obviously
You know what I'm saying?
got some bad teams in the low seed because this sweeping is crazy, bro.
I don't know, man. The East got some good teams, and they got some established teams.
I'm just saying,
with
no,
good veterans.
It's top heavy. So the 1 through 5 are the legit elite teams. Like, it's legit over there. With the West, it's competitive. Like 1 through 8, they all good. You know what I mean? Like, it's really competitive in the West. East is like it's top heavy. Like the top
in
one.
the 2000s, it's been like that for a while. I'll probably say since about the mid 2000s, the West has been the better.
Oh my God,
conference.
he's just trying to say that to justify LeBron.
No, because when Magic,
playing.
when Magic played, the West was weak, the East was better. So it ain't just LeBron. It just happens. It shifts. Some years you got them decades where the East is better. You got them decades where the West is better. Magic went through nobody to get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? And then he had to play the Sixers, the 4-4-4
Anyway,
Sixers.
if they in the NBA, they good, man.
All right, here we go with this.
If they in the NBA, they good.
Not all the time. Not by NBA standards.
1 through 415, I think now, are all good. Hey, did you know? Quick
I
notice.
don't agree.
Did you know that it's only been 4,020 NBA players
I can believe that.
since the beginning of the NBA?
I can believe that.
That's crazy, bro.
The teams are small.
But-
and a
but
lot of players play a long
That's what I'm saying.
time.
They played 20 years,
Yeah, they play a
15,
long
16
time.
years. I always thought like it was in and out, but bro, it's like it's a prestigious club for real. Like you a straight brotherhood once you become an NBA player. Cause it's not that many of them. It's not that many of them. So when people poo-poo the Hall of Fame, I don't think you really can because it's probably only about
Well,
200 something.
They poo-poo it because it's not. They look at it like a lot of people look at the Hall of Fame. It doesn't matter how long you played. It doesn't matter if you were a good guy. They feel like that's supposed to be the elite. Just because you elite don't mean you should go to the Hall of Fame. You're supposed to be the elite of the elite.
So who is in the Hall of Fame you don't consider elite?
Oh, hell, there's a lot of them. Draymond going to get in there. I don't consider him elite. Alex English is in there. He was a good player, but I don't consider him elite. I mean, Bill Walton, I like him, but I mean, his resume ain't really that thick.
It's the Basketball Hall of Fame. See, that's
Yeah,
what
that's what I'm saying. The
it's not
NBA
the
need to create a Hall of
NBA
Fame.
Hall of Fame. That's why I was going with why I asked you because some of these players had basketball accolades that made them.
Yeah, but do you really think that you should go to?
Yeah.
I don't understand. If you like in the mid level and you're really good, but then you go to the highest level and you're not that good.
It don't matter. You was the best at that level.
Yeah, but it's not like it's the college Hall of Fame. It's basketball. Like you capped out before you got with the best. The Hall of Fame is supposed to be elite of
They
elite.
hang jerseys in the Raptors in college.
Yeah, they do.
So it's the
they
same
retire
thing.
jerseys in
They're
college
honored.
and in high school. They retire on both. If you're the best at that time, at that skill level, you should be
That's what I'm
acknowledged.
saying. I don't know if you should go to the Hall of Fame, though.
But
You're
it's-
supposed to be. If you
it's-
say basketball is all the basketball, that mean the elite of the elite.
That's
Everything
the
that has
Raptors
to
for
do with
the league.
basketball.
Not the elite to a certain point. If you were only good, if you tapped out at college before you ever got with all the best players all the time, how can you say I'm one of the best players to
in
ever
college.
play?
But you're saying in college, not ever play. You
But
not
the NBA is
when you
part
say-
of basketball.
When you say Basketball Hall of Fame, that means the level that you were highest at, did you conquer it? Now, if you were mediocre in the NBA, but in
That's
the
the
level,
highest point, though.
But look, if you was mediocre in the NBA, but you conquered in college, bro, at one point of basketball history, you were important. So you become Basketball Hall of Famer.
I think they should separate them or designate it. Like,
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it'd be cool if NBA had a Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
but,
they should
but
designate
They
it.
wouldn't do that because then you'll have players that play in the Olympics, like Carmelo. He wouldn't.
That's
be
the- that-
he
that-
wouldn't be in the NBA Hall
you
of
can
Fame.
consider that professional. They get paid. Not a ton, but they get paid. That's professional.
But I'm just saying, not all of them get paid. No, they don't. Because
they don't like. I mean, it's not
players,
a great.
College players play in the Olympics. They don't get paid, bro.
I'm talking about when you get past. That's a junior. They juniors. I'm talking about in the actual Olympics.
Like when the Dream Team, when they had
yeah, he was a special.
Bruh,
he was a special.
They don't get paid. That's a voluntarily.
But I'm saying they back then they was putting one or two college kids on every team.
No. Okay,
because Layden wasn't supposed to be on there.
The NBA players weren't supposed to be on there. Olympics was for college players. They decided to do that when they got their butt whooped the year previous.
They was steady
before
getting
that.
their butt whooped.
Okay, so it was supposed to be only college because it's a non-paid athletic. But they asked the NBA players to come in because, hey, we tired of losing and we know we'll win if y'all play.
Well, you should. I mean, everybody else had they pro players playing.
But you don't get paid for the Olympics, bro. You just
I do, because you remember what's the chick name on the soccer team, the national women's soccer team?
They don't get paid, bro. They get
upset about.
They get sponsorships from companies. That's how they get their money. They don't get paid from no Olympic commission. They don't pay for the Olympics. That's a volunteer. Would you go play for your country? That's what that is. They don't get paid for the Olympics, bro. I'm telling you, because it's runners that'll tell you.
Pay for your room and board.
That's it.
And you get the opportunity to gain sponsorship.
Yeah, that's all. It's a lot of Olympic athletes that tell you to this day that the only thing that's worth anything when they get finished with the Olympics is that medal they got. They leave it broke unless they get sponsorships.
I don't think they leave it broke. I mean,
you don't get paid for the Olympics, bro. You just get
notoriety.
Prestige. Notoriety. You get like Bug just says.
You're considered the top in that sport.
You get paid for what you win. So if you win for each gold medal, you get $37,500. For each silver medal, you get $22,500.
That's how much they worth. The medals. I don't think you don't get no paycheck, bro. You don't get no.
You get a medal. You get rewarded a medal and bonus money.
Oh, they must have just started that because the Olympics has always been a voluntarily thing. So they only pay basketball players,
and that's just the bonus money. That the $1,000 you get the medal, and then you get that, and then you also get $250,000. No, it's for whatever.
Bro, where are you reading that from?
CNBC.
Bro, you don't get no $250,000. Because then it'd be a lot of people that when they leave the Olympics, they'll be paid. There's this one dude that was in the Olympics. He was homeless. He was a runner. When he left, he got no sponsorships. And he was homeless. So who get paid?
Whatever. I mean, if you got to win. I don't think you get anything if you don't win. Now, if you don't win, then yeah, you did it for free. But like in team sports, they get paid and then they got to split it up.
That's a big difference from.
And then if you're individual,
like,
you get paid.
When you sign up, that's what I'm saying. When you sign up, you're not.
Yeah, it's not. You don't get no guarantee pay. Like, if I sign my name,
that's what you made it seem like.
No, I'm saying if you win. That's not
anything.
What you said. That should be anything.
Go back and listen to these tapes and how you change your takes?
That should be anything. You said you don't get paid for Olympics.
You don't get paid.
If you win, you do get paid.
No,
You have the okay. We will agree that you have the opportunity to get paid.
That's a big difference from saying you get paid. Because if I go to a job and they tell me you get paid, and then I do the job and he say, "Oh, you had to make a certain amount of you had to do a certain amount of work." I forgot to tell you that. I'm gonna be like,
well,
bro, you told me I get paid
fact.
from the beginning, bro.
Have you ever did a job on piece rate?
Yeah, that's your production.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that they'll let you know that beforehand.
Right.
But what you just made it seem like is a boss telling me, "Hey, you get paid to come to work."
But I'm sure they know how much it is. Just like the All-Star game, they get paid to be in the All-Star game. Most of the time they donate the money away.
Bonuses.
Yeah.
But bro, just get what I'm saying though. You made it seem like, hey, I'm signing up, I get a check. That's not the case. It's done on your production and how you win. It's not just, hey, I get some money
and
just for being here.
It's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with that.
No, just like in golf. In golf, you win a tournament, you get paid. You lose that money, you don't get nothing.
Hey, I'm in
you got a place. You got a place.
I'm in guaranteed shit. Like,
yeah, you got a place.
Hey, if I don't know if I'm finna get paid up outright, I might not. I ain't saying.
Hey, them competitors, they like, look, I came to win. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about getting paid to show up.
The millionaires that already got money, like, hey, if I lose, I still got a couple million in the bank, so I can afford these 3 months.
They still there to win. Just a competitor.
I can afford these 3 months.
Ain't nobody that's rich that's not competitive. Ultra competitive at that.
They can. You said 37,000, right?
Yeah, they don't care about that. I said nobody is rich.
That's what I'm saying. You because they an NBA player, especially the caliber that play in the Olympics.
Yeah, they can
make that in a summer on 2 days at a camp.
You know what I'm saying? They get that away. It's not the money. It's just pure competitiveness.
I understand that, but I'm just saying people don't get into that shit for the money. They definitely don't get into that shit for the money. All right, Reggie touched on it. Yes, Brett Brown was fired from the 76ers.
Might be a year too late.
7 years.
They should have kept They should have kept last year's team together. I think they would have stayed together with that team had they made a couple moves earlier.
I mean,
in them 7 years,
any team where the starting five was legit, could be all stars, is a good team. So you had JJ, Ben, Butler, Tobias, and Embiid. Like,
and you had shooters coming off the bench.
That's
you had
Ilyasova.
You had what's the other little cat name? I can't think his name.
They wear the headband, light skin. Thompson.
They had a good team though. They had shooters. They had a good mix. Jimmy was the leader, and they was out there working hard. But Brett Brown, I mean, he was 120 games below, over 120 games below 500.
Yeah, but I don't blame all that on the coach, man. I don't blame all that coach.
Well, I'm not gonna blame it on because I know they allegedly, quote unquote, instructed him to lose for a few of them seasons.
For the process.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I'm not gonna put out.
I just think like Elton Brand kind of had blame for getting Tobias Harris and Al Horford on them stupid contracts, and then you got basically you trying to mix oil and water together and it's not working. Like you asking Brett to come up with a chemistry to mix oil and water, like for real. Like Ben Simmons and Embiid just don't coordinate on the court because Ben won't shoot. Like it's not gonna pop. And just to think, if Ben would shoot a little bit, Embiid shoots. So you can use both as a threat. You know what I mean? You can drive, kick it to Embiid.
But that's what Jimmy was there for. Jimmy helped them be able to stagger the minutes.
Yeah.
Which would be perfect because you could have Jimmy out there, and then Al Horford would work. Like I said, if they staggered his minutes better, because they want him to be a stretch four, but he not quite a stretch four. He close to being that, but he not quite that. I think they was looking for him to be like a Brook Lopez type.
Now,
that's what I think.
Let's get into this. I want to announce to the world real quick. This is so important. Okay.
Happy Kobe Bryant Day, y'all.
No, not that. But yeah, happy Kobe Bryant. I want to announce to everybody, America, listen to me. In a couple of weeks, I will be at Applebee's eating a 2 for $25.
Oh, my God.
Because the Clippers are folding to Dallas Mavericks.
The series is
They're
tied,
folding.
everyone. The series is tied.
Where is this PG that everybody is talking about? What is he talking? What are you playoff Paul George?
Playoff P.
Where? No,
that's what he named
where is
himself.
it at?
Playoff P.
Playoff pussy. Playoff.
He didn't say what the P stand for. He just said P.
Playoff perpetrator.
He said I said what I said.
Playoff punk up. Playoff puke. I could come up with a lot of words for the P. But now I want to say this strong statement right here. Because this guy is one of them. The LeBron haters out here.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, this connects.
Oh,
okay? LeBron says in his interview, man, it's a lot of things that's going on. It's some behind the scenes and I'm realizing how hard it is to play without fans.
Nobody cares.
And y'all poo-pooed him. Y'all said, "Oh, he's complaining about this." But where's the outcry for
cares.
Paul George's interview where he says, "I'm really getting affected by the crowd not being there. That's usually the people who lift me up."
Nobody cares.
Oh, see? You see? Do you see what I'm talking about?
I don't care who said
it. Do y'all hear this?
I don't care who
when
said it.
When LeBron says it, it's World War III. It's, "Oh, this guy is weak," and all this. Paul George said it.
And he is another person. I don't care if he said it.
What? That's your squad.
I don't care. Bro, listen. I don't accept weakness. And when you got the nerve, your agent got the nerve to sit there and ask for $30 million a season, you know what I'm saying? You want that guaranteed money. I don't care about your feelings. Show up and perform. All this, you know what I'm saying? All this, well, I really feel like if we had more fans to cheer us on, I would have a better game. Nobody cares, bro. Because them fans ain't stopping you. The only people losing money with no fans being there is the NBA. Not you. So shut the hell up and play.
First, it was his shoulder still injured. Now it's the fans. My man is a walking excuse.
LeBron is too.
It's Paul George. Oh my God.
LeBron was making an excuse for the playoffs started.
Oh my God.
And it only got worse as the playoffs went on.
Oh my God.
Now he ain't got nothing to say because they winning in the series. This is their first time winning in the series.
He wasn't making excuses, bro.
But he was the first person to bring up an excuse.
He was building his team up. He was like, if Kyle don't play, we ain't gonna win. If AD ain't on, we ain't gonna win.
And like everybody, all the people that was in the bubble that was interviewing Rachel Nichols, Chris Haynes, when he brought it up, they was like, we wouldn't have even asked him about no issues in or outside the bubble if he didn't bring it up. He brought it. Nobody asked him. Chris Haynes like, I was in the room. Nobody asked him that. He put that out there himself.
Man,
nobody asked him, "Hey, LeBron, is anything going on outside?"
Somebody must have asked him before he walked in. He was like,
"The press conference,
Brian, you feeling all right?"
The press conference was live. I didn't hear it. Chris Haynes was in the room, and he said he didn't hear it.
It had to be something just like, "Are you all right? Because you don't look good." Or something like that, man. It's a lot of. That's when that comes out. Man, don't do my dude LeBron like that, man. And you ain't gonna do Paul George like that. That's the shit I'm talking about, Reggie.
Both of them making excuses.
Don't do that.
And no matter who loses,
capping.
You
capping
hard.
No matter who loses, I ain't giving them no excuse.
Man,
I know Kawhi got a knee issue, but if he start complaining about that, I'm gonna be saying, "Hey, Kawhi, don't start that bullshit."
Now he got a knee issue. Every playoffs, every season he got a knee issue, but playoffs he go.
Bro, everybody know that he got a chronic knee issue. I just said that's what I just said. I just said if he start with that knee issue, I'm like, "Hey, I don't want to hear that shit."
Hey, man. So what you gonna do, bro?
I don't want to hear that shit.
Are you gonna give me extra potatoes or?
I mean, you can order what you want when you buying our meal. Because the Lakers ain't going. We betted that the Lakers wasn't going to go, and you betted me the Clippers wasn't going to go. That was our bet.
If neither
one of them go, if neither one of them go, what we going to do?
You trying to change it.
No, I'm saying, what we going to do if neither one of them go? Because I bet you you bet me against the Clippers going. I bet you against the Lakers going. So what if neither one of them go? What if they both go down to the
Western
round two?
Western Conference Finals?
Yeah, that's what we said. We said them going to the Western Conference Finals. So what if they both drop in round two?
Whichever one get highest.
What, get the most games?
No, get highest in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. What if they both win?
Wait,
and
hold
drop
on.
In round
I'm
two?
saying Clippers losing.
Oh no, you gotta let that go, Drew. You gotta let that go.
Luka is here.
Oh my God,
Luka is here,
bro. You hear
what he said when he walked away?
What he said?
This my shit.
That's what he said.
No, that was Donovan Mitchell. That's what he said.
Nah, Luka said something too.
No, he said. I remember Donovan said, "This my shit," and Luka was like. I forgot what Lucas said. I can't read. He foreign mouth, but I know Donovan Mitchell said, "This my shit." He looked at one of his teammates. "This my shit."
Hey,
how you feel if you a player and then a dude make the game-winning shot and he come and look you in your face and say, "This my shit"? Are you gonna be like, "Yeah, this your shit"?
Nah. Hell no.
What you gonna be like?
Can I say that on there? Oh,
what?
Can I say it on there?
What?
Whatever I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm the defender. Like, am I? Hold on.
No.
Where am I?
You're on the team.
Oh, I'm on his team.
You're on the same team.
Oh, I thought you said it was out of other team. If he make the shot and then look me in my face and be like, "This my shit." On the other team.
Nah. You on the same team and he come back. He amped. "This my shit. This my shit."
Oh, I'm gonna just look at the score. I'm be like, Damn, you scored 100 and whatever points we had.
Y'all gonna lose the next game because your team chemistry all messed up. Your team chemistry all messed up.
I don't do all that. I probably not for real though. I'll probably let him say what he want to say. If he expected me like to agree with him, like yeah, it's your shit. Yeah, we gonna lose the next game. I ain't saying that shit. I don't care what kind of game
team
you have.
Chemistry all bad. All bad.
Certain way, I just don't concede in. Now, if you want to amp yourself up, go ahead, my brother. Be my guest. But if you're like, hey, this my shit, ain't it, Reggie? No, no, my nigga. Go on somewhere,
man. Luke, all right. So let's have this talk.
But I love Luka though. He one of them up and coming guys. Right now, it's a squad of up and coming guys that's on it right now.
Will Luka go down as one of the greatest hoopers ever?
Like what do you mean?
I'm
like
talking.
How long is the list?
I'm talking how. I mean, you say Jordan. It's people like me that say LeBron.
You mean greatest ever, like top 5 type?
Yeah, top 3,
top 3 type.
Yeah,
top 2.
Will he go down as one of them guys?
Man, it's gonna be hard. Woo!
He didn't accomplish already.
It's gonna be hard.
He didn't accomplish already.
He got a chance to knock out. Well, LeBron ain't top 2 for me, but if he is top 2, he got a chance to knock him out. Just if he wins more than he loses when it comes to titles, he can knock him out because the triple double, the stats. He's going. If he plays 20 years, he's gonna blow everybody's stats out the water. His numbers are ridiculous.
Already, is he more legendary than Dirk Nowitzki?
Yes.
Dirk, already?
Yeah, Dirk was not this good. Oh, you talking about overall his whole career?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about at this moment.
Yeah, I'm talking about at this moment already.
In their careers or just Dirk whole career plus what Luka done done right now?
Yeah.
No,
has he surpassed Dirk?
I ain't gonna say that because Dirk won an MVP. Dirk took 2 teams to the finals.
And he got a championship.
Yeah, and he got a championship and dominated a team with 3 Hall of Famers on it. And he had, in their primes, and he had no Hall of Famers in their prime when he played. So, no, Luka ain't done that shit.
So then that means he ain't even touched Bird yet.
Huh? Hell no, he ain't touched Bird. He can't even shoot. He ain't gonna touch Bird.
So, I mean, he gotta. So you know how it is.
He hit that 3, but let's not forget he airballed 3 threes.
You know how it is.
Right before then.
Damn, what happened?
What you mean?
What you do, man?
Hello? Oh, let me stop touching stuff.
Yeah, leave things alone.
Because y'all hear everything went silent. Did y'all the headphones go silent?
No.
Oh, but I hear a humming now.
Oh, shit.
Keep talking. Go with your point.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Nah, what I was saying is, do you think like, now I know, you know how the cliche is, like if you white, you like Larry Bird. You know what I mean? So, do you think he's already the top for the white people?
Not historically. Right now, yeah, he probably the best white player playing. I mean, some people might have Jokic over him too. Don't disrespect Jokic. Some people may have Jokic over him right now.
I don't, because Jokic is. I don't like.
I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying some people may have him over there just because he done it longer. He done had more success so far.
I think people compare him to Sabonis too much. Not Sabonis. What's that old player used to play for the Blazers that came from? He's a real legendary.
Bill Walton?
Nah, he's from one of the first players from overseas to come over and really kill. But he came at an older age. Before he was the greatest player in Europe. So is it Sabonis? Yeah, it's him. It's his son. His son plays for the Pacers now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, his son's play for the Pacers now.
Luka is like Larry in some way. Like the trash talk, he like Larry with trash. He's not afraid of the black players. Like when you see him talk and the way he act, he's not afraid of the black players. He definitely like that. He definitely is cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Is he has no fear of taking no shot on no person.
You get that from
at
playing
any moment.
Pro since 16.
You
That making me think I don't even move back to Europe.
Not even that. I mean, it's just because there's a lot of cats that came over that was playing pro. You know what I'm saying? Many years before they came over here.
I'm saying when he been playing pro since he was 16, but he wasn't no average player over there. He was MVP at 18. Like
yeah, he's been good. But you remember when he first came over, we can't take out the fact that when he first came over, was his second year last year, the book was out of him and he was soft. You get up in him and you rattle him. and you can get him out of his game.
I heard. That ain't what I heard.
That was the book on him that he was soft.
I heard he was tough
this year
from day one.
This year
he was out there killing.
He was killing as far as his skill level. But I'm saying the way you throw him off is to get up in him, get physical with him, and that bothers him. And Kawhi did that some. You saw a little bit of it yesterday because for 3 straight minutes, Kawhi was all in him, and Luka either airball or missed every shot.
I heard that about Luka, man. I heard he's always been a dog, and he didn't give a fuck.
I heard he was great over there.
That's why. No, I'm talking about over here. That's why Kobe related with him so much because he ain't let motherfuckers punk him around. And Kobe was like, "Oh, I love Luka." They was always close. Matter of fact, he tributed that shit to Kobe. I
was definitely one of the people that was saying they made the right thing by getting him over Trae Young. Trae Young,
it is what it is. All right, but I segued the white boy stuff in so we can talk about
Montrezl Harrell. So Montrezl Harrell last game, him and Luka got tangled up, or whatever, however they want to explain it, and Montrezl kind of fell a little bit. I think Luka got a foul on him, and then Luka told him, stop fucking flopping. Nobody really knows for sure what he said after, but most people felt like he said, "Man, stop fucking flopping, man.
Stop flopping, nigga."
And Montrezl Harrell called him a bitch-ass white boy.
Is that racist?
Yeah, it's racist.
Is he the one that apologized?
How's that racist?
Yeah, he the one that apologized. Because if Luka would have said it, you definitely would have said it was racist. Don't try to flip it because Montrezl said, "Oh, okay, it's all right. It wasn't racist."
So what did Montrezl say?
Bitch-ass white boy. If he just said bitch-ass black boy, you'd be like, "Oh, this dude racist as hell. I need to get his ass up out the league." I know you would have said that of all people. Yes, you.
I wouldn't.
Lucky Luka's a nice guy. He ain't gonna say it.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that.
You would have said that was racist. If he said bitch-ass black boy.
But you could say bitch-ass black boy. He didn't say bitch-ass nigger.
No matter, but
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
It's a lot of
him
people.
a bitch.
I like I said, I don't see nothing wrong.
Or bitch-ass. Luka probably would have been like bitch-ass dude.
I don't know what he would have said. I mean, the other way, if Luka would have said it back, I wouldn't have had no problem. But the people that's gonna flip it and say, boy was also another way they used to demean black people back in the day. If they ain't call him nigga, they call him boy. Even a grown man, they call him a boy.
Man. All right, so what are you trying to say? Cancel culture on Montrezl?
Nah.
Harold?
Oh, no, I'm saying that if it was flipped around, like nobody gonna say nothing about him saying it, but if it was flipped around, I'm sure we have a whole week of Luka.
The world will feel like that, but that's hoop talk, man.
I know that.
That's hoop talk.
A lot more talk going on the court than what actually hits the airwaves.
And we can just hear that because ain't no other background.
When he said it, I didn't trip off Montrezl saying. And if Luka would have said something along the line, nah, but it's people saying that Montrezl need to get fined for it and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
they should just go ahead and fine him, so it won't be no double negative or nothing like that. They'll be like, well, they counter NBA is just for all the blacks and all that. Before they even start that whole narrative, I would just go ahead and fine them and be like, man, don't put color in the situation. I mean, just keep it like that, so it can be balanced in all situations. But I think that's just hoop talk. People do that all the time. But we're gonna get into a song. We're gonna come back with the interview.
Oh, with Dr. Miranda Avant Elliott.
All right, let's get into. I'm trying to get into some that's good before her interview. Ooh, Deserve It. Yeah. Have y'all heard this song? Like, have y'all actually, when y'all listen to the show, heard this song? I like this song, Deserve It, because it's a righteous song, and it's about, you know what I'm saying? It's a gospel track. You know what I mean? And it's pretty decent, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, Lou, for sending this in. Lou, Deserve It. Let's go.
Kato, you way too dope, kid.
Thank you, Lord.
Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it?
That's a question we all ask.
I ain't perfect, but I'm worth it.
I ain't perfect,
perfect, but I'm worth it. And I know my purpose on this surface, so I'm out here working. And these serpents steady lurking, like a thief in the night, trying to sink their teeth and then bite. Fill me up with that venom, give me the blues denim. Since I got favor with God, I look like Abel to y'all. They wanna slew me like Cain and put two in my brain, but I got you in my veins, running deep inside. Mama said before you meet with God, you got sheep to guide. It's separation before elevation, this preparation for your destination. And you were made for nations, you a king, David. Why you think they hated you? Ali, the greatest. Rumble, young man, rumble, just remain humble. They gon' throw you in that lion's den, in that fiery furnace like a frying pan. Just keep your eye on him, he'll be there in the midst of it, in the thick of it. Hope you listening when he whispering. I remember when he let me know that your life would be sweeter than some licorice. Yeah, mama, look at this. A year later, I got acres and papers for ownership. Could at least own these whips. Got everything that I wanted. My queen ring is enormous. That mansion came with a doorman. My foreign came with a chauffeur. The chauffeur, all of the hard work. Yeah, ma, I put God first. Not in love with the money, nor the luxury lifestyle. I'm like, wow, this my life now. I give praise to you right now. Lord, you're my lighthouse, yeah. Used to cut grass to cop a bus pass. Now I'm chilling with my feet up in this lawn chair, watching line curve, ride a yonder. I'm a king, not a ponder. At times I ponder and yell yonder.
Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? I ain't perfect, but I'm worthy. You show me love and grace, that's why I give you praise. Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? I ain't perfect, but I'm worthy. You show me love and grace, that's why I give you praise.
Lights off, gas too, every bill passed through, but you never fold or go nuts. Cash shoes, $20 to your name, and that gotta last you the whole week. In your gas tank, whole knee, and your kids ask you, mama, what we gon' eat? You always made a way, school clothes on layaway, and you hit them thrift stores just so we could get more bang for the buck. You's an angel to us. Look, I know extension cords running from my neighbor crib. You never cry to ask why, like Jada Kiss. You found a way through this maze in this rat race. Still gave God praise when you lacked cake. Showed us how to sacrifice. Made a meal for us to eat while acting like you ain't got an appetite. I saw you hustle and do her just to get a few pair of new herbs for the school year.
You deserve it, you deserve it. You deserve it, you deserve it. You ain't perfect, but you're worthy. You always made a way, that's why I give you thanks.
Bricks and asphalt. Pull-up season. These motherfuckers claim that they real.
Maybach music.
Nah. Conversations between real niggas. You know the world's listening, so keep it real, nigga. Speak up, never lie. Try to be humble, man. Fucking off on a daily, yeah, that's my problem, man. Nobody cared, I was always off in my own lane. On some chill shit and how to get a meal ticket. These niggas claiming they love me like another brother. What was so bad to make you wanna go change on me, motherfucker? You fuck a code, I stuck around and still held it down. Brought you out to Atlanta with me just so we can clown. Cause I could use a realest nigga like me in town. Only then did you show your hands like on some dumb shit. Like pay attention, little dude, we about to run shit. I guess it's true what they say, lead them horses to the water. Thirsty as fuck, but do you ever think he even bothered? Is what I'm saying, and I'm not even mad a little bit about it. Just keep it real with me, homie. If we homies, it ain't no need to be phony, but I ain't even mad about it. Nah. Just keep it real with me, homie. Just keep it real with me, homie. Motion pictures, swear to God, look all these actors, man. Everybody selling drugs, but ain't got no package, man. Slips, sink ships. How the fuck you want want the position with no ball spread. Get him up, oh, homie, damn, you a shooter now? You ain't never clipped the wings on a fly, fam. Bust 'em, stay in them guts, there's your safe zone. Come on, talking like it's drama, I break your face, See me at the bottom, real talk, I mean that. Only thing about it, I'm about it, so I pass that. Fuck niggas is pushing, you can keep that. Along with targets on your motherfucking fitted cap. You know what they say, lead them horses to the water. This time I drown his ass or take his phone like my daughter. Kids don't understand when you dealing with a real father. That ass proper and be waiting on your mama, nigga. Just keep it real with me, homie. If we homies, it ain't no need to be phony, but I ain't even mad about it. Just keep it real with me, homie. Just keep it real with me, homie. Just keep it real with me, homie. If we homies, it ain't no need to be phony, but I ain't even mad about it. Just keep it real with me, homie. Just keep it real with me, homie.
Yo. Okay, we are back. Now it's time for our special guest of the moment. Special guest of the moment. Go ahead and introduce her, Reggie.
We got Miss Miranda.
Doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. Miranda Avant Elliott.
You gotta say that, doctor. She worked hard for
Yes.
Work hard for
Yes. How are you all?
How are you doing?
Good.
Can't complain.
I'm doing pretty good. School has started back, so at least for the teachers. So it's been a busy week already.
So how was the first day?
Well, the kids will come back on the 31st, and it'll be virtual. So right now, for the next 2 weeks, we are, as teachers, preparing for that virtual space. Because of the pandemic, we didn't really get a chance to prepare. And so there was a lot of teachers who have technology literacy problems that the district can kind of in-service them on and prepare them for next week. I don't know how that's going to work well if you are not really that good with technology. So we'll see.
Yeah, I can tell you, first day at my house was crazy. I'm in the Hazelwood School District. They actually shut down kindergarten like an hour and a half early because none of the kindergartners was listening. They was muting themselves. The teacher couldn't get a word across. She couldn't talk, so they ended up just ending the day an hour and something early.
Wow. That's how our babies do. So you can imagine them being in school, taking off their masks and not social distancing. So, yeah, it's a lot.
My school district, my kids are in Riverview. We haven't even got any
information.
We ain't got.
nothing. I did hear something about Riverview.
I just heard today we're getting packets, and we're not going to get computers or nothing for like 2 months. I mean, we got laptops for our kids, but you got to think about this district, Riverview. Like, it's a lot of kids who are not prepared, family wise, to do anything virtual or online.
Correct.
So, like, what do you think they should do about that? Like, it's kids that don't have Wi-Fi, anything like that.
Well, I listened to a recent public announcement from county executive page that indicated a partnership with the libraries, whereby students could go there for tutoring and get internet access. So I think more parents need to be aware of that resource so they can ensure that their children without that technology will have those accesses. So I think you're going to have to start there. Because a lot of individuals do not have it in their budget, given we are past the first stimulus check.
It's gone.
Really try to go. That's already gone. Some of them were spent before they came.
Most definitely.
And so, so they don't have, the resources to accommodate their children, especially if there's more than 2 and 3 that have to access that technology at one time. Yeah, at the same time. And so you can imagine a family with children with disabilities, how difficult that may be to manage, especially if behaviors were a factor in their disability. So utilizing the library and any other organization that may be providing a resource would be a start to that process. Because my last communication from Riverview was last Friday, and they just indicated that they would be starting on the 27th, 100% virtually. So, I mean, that's not much, but a lot of people have, they had a plan, and they had to undo their plan. So, you know, me with a business background and an education background, you know, I understand the need for a contingency plan. So you have your main plan, and then if that fails, then you're already prepared for your secondary plan, and then you don't have the delays in setting things up based on that. So if they were planning to do hybrid or fully come to school, you know, that was a poor choice.
Yeah,
because, you know,
it
when
sounds like
things change, you're not prepared for it.
It sounded like they were trying to piggyback off the Hazelwood district, because when they released their first plan, then Riverview followed up like, yeah, we're going to do that exactly like how they do. Some kids come to school and some kids don't.
And they couldn't have did it fully because what you were just saying, like with Hazelwood, they asked kids, did they have, they gave everybody the Chromebooks, and then they asked them, like, do y'all have internet access, or will you be needing a
so y'all
hotspot?
already got Chromebooks in Hazelwood?
Yeah, the kids use the Chromebooks. Wow. Yeah, they gave everybody. You had to pick them up last week. Yeah, you got to pick them up, and then they also asked, did you have internet access? And if you didn't, they were giving people hotspots for internet as well.
I need to move out of Riverview District.
So that brings me to what about first questions for you, Dr. Elliott? You know, you see the disparity and we next door. You know what I'm saying? These school districts are backing each other. Like, literally, it's one part of the street starts Hazelwood, the other part starts Riverview. So, how would you describe just the state of the public schools, just the state of public schools overall?
Well, I think that we're in a major shift that has been forced upon school districts around technology. There are some schools that were very innovative, but there were others who barely touched the surface on trying to create an atmosphere around technology.
Is that
so
poor
when
leadership?
The pandemic hit, yes, I think it's around poor leadership. And what I'm finding is that when you have issues before the pandemic around effective leadership, it's just worsened when you have a situation like this, because you are exposed. So if you didn't have an emergency plan in place, when this happens, then you are being reactive at this point. And so no plan around communication, no plan around technology, no plan around in-servicing staff and students and parents. And so everything is done out of order because of a lack of planning. So I did an article in the American about the digital divide and what has happened as a result of the pandemic. So school districts as large as St. Louis Public Schools was rushing to get technology, didn't get it to all the homes. Some technology came when school was out. The homeless children, which for St. Louis Public there's a high population of homeless children. You know, what was the plan to reach them? You know, and doing packets. How would packet be graded if you're in a virtual space and teachers not coming in? So there was a lot of things that were not well thought out, and that continues to be the narrative because of poor leadership. And so school boards who either are new to being a school board or being a state-appointed board, you know, they don't always have the answers for situations based on their expertise as well, but they lean on the leaders to come up with a plan that's effective. And I have been watching Hazelwood, and when it comes to operations and communications, they have outdone a lot of the districts in our area. The other thing that I find is that there's poor communication amongst the students. They may meet, but as far as being very strategic around meeting and adopting ideas and plans that mimic in their district is not happening. So that's why you see things happen in silos. You see Jennings make a decision in one way. You see Hazelwood make their decision in another. And if we just had a comprehensive plan, because if you really think about it, we have a lot of urban schools. I don't care what area you're in, is the urban school with the majority African American minority population. So you have to sit at the table and be a little bit more strategic around the ideas that you create, so that no matter whether the child decides to transfer, because we know we have transient students, they can expect some similar processes and experiences. But right now, that's not the case.
Okay, well, before we move on to like what's going on now, I want to get some into your past. What made you?
Okay.
What made you like go this route of being a doctor and educator and all that? Let's talk about the young Miss Ellie. Well, it's hyphenated, so you're married and it's changed. So
yes, yes. So I have an interesting path into education. I am an alumni of St. Louis Public Schools. I attended Central Vision Performing Arts High School.
Okay.
Majored in fashion design. But my senior year, I had an accounting class and a psychology class, and they both piqued my interest. And so when I went off to college, I attended Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia, and I decided to major in accounting. So all of my little elective classes were more creative to give me some balance. So I am really a creative intellectual. So I have both sides to my personality. So I go off to college, I get a degree in accounting, come home, do a little bit of accounting work, go down to St. Louis Public Schools, and someone invited me to be a math tutor.
Okay.
Once I started tutoring math, as principals would come in and observe my engagement with children, they began to offer me positions as a teacher. So I became a paraprofessional for preschool, and then after that, I started working for my former middle school teacher at Coeur d'Alene, and became a special education teacher. So, you know, special education, math, and science have always been high-need areas. So if you already have a bachelor's degree, you can get temporarily certified to teach in that area. So I was able to get my certifications and master's at Western University while teaching special education at a teacher's salary. I was able to do both.
Wow.
So once I received my master's, you know, I knew that was higher pay.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you gotta get that.
So I understood the salary step, that more education meant more pay. So I continued to strive on. So got my master's from Western University in special education, and then I was accepted into a cohort program with the district for an additional master's. But that master's was in administration through Maryville University. It was a consortium between Maryville, Harrisville, and St. Louis Public. So we had a mix of teachers from all of those institutions with our degree coming from Maryville. Following that, I decided to get my doctorate in education. I've always enjoyed learning, and I was a first-gen graduate in my family, and so all that I have achieved has been the first in my family. And so once I decided to get my doctorate, I started off in Maryville University, and before you knew it, I was taking a position in Kansas City, and I actually started my doctorate program at S.P.I.L.L in Kansas City. And the blessing with that is that it was a discount because it was in Kansas City, so it was pretty much similar to the cost of Maryville, and I would not have imagined in my life that I would be a St. Louis University student. And I graduated with a specialist and doctorate at a 4.0.
Oh,
and
man.
so, you know, I have changed,
doing
you know, the direction of my family, who now have individuals aspiring to higher education. My sister has been working on her doctorate. She got her specialist. So, you know,
you changed a lot of mind states in your family. Yeah. That's
yes,
up.
You know,
That's
changing the
fantastic.
generational curses and the direction of education in your family, because majority of my family is from Mississippi. So a background for me, I was raised by my grandmother.
What part of Mississippi?
Here. West Point, Mississippi, FIBA, Mississippi, Starkville, Mississippi.
So we got,
you know, it's
we got
like
people in Flora and Yazoo City.
Oh, okay. I heard of Yazoo.
Yeah.
I heard of Yazoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was raised by a Mississippian, and my grandmother was a sharecropper, only completed 8th grade, and here she is, her first granddaughter, has a doctorate and all of these different things. And so, you know, it's about, you know, creating those legacies and impacting your community in a way that helps them understand what they can achieve. Because I grew up on Maffitt between Marcus and Euclid, you know, so
yeah, I grew up
in the hood,
on Marcus and Greer.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
So some of the high school would have been my high school if I had not been accepted into the magnet program to attend performing arts.
My mom
so
actually
I
graduated from Sumner.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
Wow! Yeah, so I attended Lexington Elementary. That was comprehensive. Hickey Middle School was comprehensive, and then once I transferred to Marquette Visual Performing Arts, which is where Metro was built on that Pearson. That's when I started performing arts, and so you know it's been an interesting journey to be in business, be in education, and now to be a political leader. So, you know, all of them are kind of interesting.
I got 2 questions. I don't want to load you up, but the first question.
Oh no, I love questions.
Okay,
no problem.
First question: since you say you went to a magnet school, how would you compare them to public? Would you recommend kids go to private magnet schools rather than go to their natural public school or whatever have you?
Okay, so I have a unique perspective around magnet schools. For one, for myself, it offered me the cultural experience that I would not get maybe in a traditional comprehensive school because most of them are traditionally majority African American. Being at a performing arts school, you had individuals from all walks of life. Even when it came to sexual preferences, we were exposed to individuals who had homosexual lifestyles that were not common as they are now, like publicly accepted as they are now. So we had a very diverse experience, very unique experience, and I do welcome families to be a part of environments like that. But this is the flip side. So when you talk about educational reform, we can observe St. Louis Public Schools and say, how has leadership contributed to the demise of education?
Of the public,
So if I am a student who is struggling academically and I have behavior challenges, and the only school that I can attend is a comprehensive school, then I'm creating segregation within a school system. So essentially, there are individuals who don't have quality educational experiences within the same district, and that should never be the case. And so that is the flip side to a magnet school program and a comprehensive program within the same district. It kind of lends itself to setting up educational challenges for students. So, like my school is open enrollment, but the majority of the students may have behavior challenges, academic challenges, and so a school like mine or a comprehensive school is their only choices. So like they don't get to be
like an ACE.
Okay, so comprehensive schools would be Sumner, Vashon, Roosevelt.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so those are comprehensive schools. Wow. So that means that a family who applied to a McKinley, if they did not qualify, then they had to go to a comprehensive school. And so if at that comprehensive school, the curriculum is not as rigorous, or you are dealing with other children who have similar behaviors, then you're never getting exposed to a level of excellence that you can work up to.
Yeah.
Because all your behaviors, you're mimicking each other, you know, in so many different ways that the environment is not even conducive
Yeah, you're not
for
even
that.
progressing.
And
Yeah.
right, and surprisingly, the district does not supply the resources in the same way.
Yeah,
So you're in the same
they be more
district.
focused on athletics at them type schools you named. Like
Yeah,
basketball,
oftentimes.
football is like the key.
That's God over there, Vashawn.
Yeah.
Yes, and so you know, but I've worked at Cornahan High School of the Future, and I was split at Roosevelt Ninth Grade Center. I thought I was in two different districts. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Oh,
So
wow.
one had a plethora of resources, and the others did not. And you can say, well, was that because of leadership? No, I think that there is an intentional neglect when it comes to children in poverty because the parents typically do not advocate in the same way as a student that may be
Go ahead,
at
say it, Doc. Go ahead, say it, Doc. They don't care.
Metro
They
or
don't
McKinney.
care about their kids.
You know, I think they care. They just don't. Sometimes they just don't know how. You
So-
know, they don't know what to do.
So, what would you say the top 3 things that need to happen to fix that gap between, like you said, the schools that seem like they got everything and the schools that seem like they have nothing? Like, what would be the first 3 things that need to happen so we can start to shorten up that gap?
Okay, so with my training through St. Louis University, one of the major things that I would say needs to happen is an academic audit. So when you do an academic audit, you are literally looking at all aspects that may contribute to deficiencies within the district. So you look at curriculum, you look at staffing, you look at demographics, you look at all of these different components, and they will tell you where your concerns are, and then you build a plan of action to remediate. It has to be very intentional. Some school districts may get an outside consultant to do that if they don't have anybody internally capable of doing that. But if you hire well and you have a curriculum team that can facilitate that process, then you can get it done within the district. But there are so many disparities across the district in the racial dynamic of the teachers versus the kids and the population. You have to take a deep dive into those areas to then come up with a plan. So you have to start there. That is the only way that you can truly get to reform, is if you are using data to inform your decisions. So you deal with the curriculum, you deal with the staff, and you deal with all the issues, and you develop a plan, and then you can attack it. Because right now, the biggest issues are around resources, effective curriculum, and effective leadership, whether it's leadership in central office, in the building level, and in the classroom. So until you do an overhaul on all of those 3 areas to be effective, you're going to continue to have problems. St. Louis University just recently adopted a program where leaders can get an MBA and their educational leadership certification. Why? Because there are people who understand the need for a leader to have business sense along with their experience as an educator. Right now, we have very few superintendents who have business background. So hence, you have the poor customer service internally, externally, mismanagement of resources, having problems with personnel.
School is a business too. School is a business too.
School is a business too.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, and so these deficiencies are playing out, and that's why we have the problem. And we have to improve our business practices, and school board members have to pay attention to the practices of the superintendent, because technically that's the only person they hire. So they need to evaluate that person well and hold them accountable to doing what's right. And the citizens need to hold the school board members accountable for doing what's right. So then that system of accountability exists, and their actions need to take place from there.
That's fantastic. So I was looking at your bio, and since you brought up superintendents and everything, aren't you licensed to be a principal and a superintendent?
Yes, I am licensed as a CTE director, special education teacher, superintendent, and principal 7 through 12. So I have had more leadership experience, and it's just recently that I've returned to the classroom. And so, yes, I have all of those experiences. That's why I have a consulting company, and I am always open to provide my expertise to school districts so that they could be successful.
Doc.
Oh, that's what's up.
Might be time to run, Doc, or you might have to hit you a little.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'm going back to school to get my business degree.
Yeah, you might have to hit you a little. You might have to get a independent, educational council going on, something where y'all can kind of some checks and balances to all these school districts.
Now on a lighter note, how does your husband feel to be around a strong black woman like yourself? Like, does he feel like, dang, my wife got it all over here going? And
oh my God!
I mean, ain't no telling what he doing, but I'm just saying, like, you doing everything.
Well, you know what? This is the perfect match for me.
Okay.
So it has to. It requires a strong individual to allow me to be myself, and that has been the perfect match with my husband. Okay. But one thing that has happened successfully is that he has used my energy to improve in areas for himself. He was an individual that started and stopped school, and so since we've been married, he's gotten his bachelor's degree, his associate's degree, and so
that's dope.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so
you just motivating
it's been
everybody
very
over there.
Yeah.
So, do y'all?
Yeah,
is he in education with you, or is he doing something separate from you?
No, he's a minister. He's a minister, and he's into technology. So he's a home advisor, and he's doing what he enjoys. And I actually promote that because oftentimes when you're with someone like me, as far as achievement, people feel like they have to match it. And my perspective is for you to do what you love. Because sometimes when you get into a particular field and you go a particular direction, if you fall out of love with what you do, you feel trapped because now, this is your career and this is where you're making, your money. But when you have an opportunity to, right, when you have opportunity to influence a person, right. When you have opportunity to influence a person to do what they enjoy doing and do what they do best, then, that's healthy. So, if I say my husband is a home advisor or a pastor, I'm not embarrassed to say, oh, he doesn't have his doctorate, because that's not how I define myself. I'm a very laid back person, very open, and I don't use my position to project a particular image over someone else. It's just what I achieve, and I just hope to inspire someone else, instead of it being used to demean somebody for what they haven't achieved, because we are all achieving at our own level. And we have to be content until the opportunity comes for us to grow in the area that we want to grow. So that's how I kind of approach who I am. So sometimes I don't even process the power that I have with the leadership roles that I'm in, because I'm just viewing myself as who I am. I guess that's the part of it, just being humble.
Yeah. And cause I work with special, like, kids on the spectrum, and at a company. I don't want to give them a shout out, but it rhymes with Bait Urkel. It's Great Circle. I don't mind saying it. I used to work at a company called Great Circle, and the challenges, because I was a TA there. The challenge is that, because I always wonder, like, is that really has to be something you love to see? Because I see parents that just go there, drop their kids off, and never come to see them, never come back.
Wow.
And because it is a challenge dealing with a child on the spectrum. I admit it, because I was working there, and they can get aggressive, they can do things, but they don't know no better. So, like, what made
Yeah.
you fall in love with like the special school district side? Like,
Okay, so like with St. Louis Public Schools, they have their own special education
okay,
department, so it's a little bit different than North County, where most school districts get serviced through a consortium with special school districts.
okay,
And so, really, when I was introduced to education, and my former middle school teacher invited me to the position of a special education teacher, she told me it was similar to what I was doing as a tutor. Well, that was not the case because there's so much paperwork involved
oh yeah,
and so forth.
you got to do your.
But you know,
go ahead, go.
with the IEPs and everything,
yeah, that's
you know,
you know what I was thinking about the
Yeah.
IEP. Yeah, oh my
yes,
god,
that paperwork.
oh my god,
Yes, it's very tedious.
Yeah.
And so, you know, during the pandemic, we have other paperwork that we have to do in addition to IEPs that I got to talk about later. But so what I started to experience as a special educator is that I looked at my kids through the lens of their possibilities and their gifting than just their deficiencies.
yeah,
And I tried to use my unique ability to figure out how they are thinking to try to teach them through that lens. Because if you make the mistake of saying to a child, if you don't get it the way that I'm teaching you, then I don't know how to help you. That is an inflexibility of the teacher, and it's an inefficiency of the teacher to not be able to adapt to the unique thinking of a child with a disability.
I'm so glad you said that, because I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So
yes.
On that note, exactly right there, where do you stand on the argument for anybody that, you know, like that's in Drake's position and your position? I know you done heard it before, that a lot of students, especially a lot of young black students, are being diagnosed with these mental issues and put on these prescription drugs because their teacher has failed to be able to, I guess, handle them correctly.
Like Ritalin.
Yeah, different things like that, because they don't understand them and how to handle them or how to, you know, get on that level of understanding with them. They are, you know, pushing them up to go see these counselors, and these counselors are just writing them off as having, you know, this mental issue or that mental issue, you know, and just shipping them off to, you know, in special education and things like that. And there's a lot of kids there that maybe don't even belong in there. You know, they just need to be.
Oh, and I can add to that because it be. Well, a lot of times they say it's for the money because
it is.
That true?
It's additional.
They
money.
get more money when a kid signs up for special school district. Like it was some kids that's just shy and they don't talk that much, and they signed them up for speech. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, he needs special ed to learn how to speak. Nah, like, he just shy and he don't want to talk to you. You gotta know how to talk to the kid. You know what I mean?
Yep. So around that, I think some of it is cultural. So if you think about it, I have told teachers we bring our parenting styles into the classroom.
Yeah.
That's not always the best approach.
Yeah, because your kid ain't
okay,
the same.
So right. So think about it. If my parenting style as an African American person is different than the parenting style of non-African Americans, when it comes to engaging with our kids, their engagement will result in a behavior that they don't know how to manage because that's not a part of their culture.
Yeah.
And so once you cannot handle that behavior, you then begin the referral process of saying that something is wrong.
Yeah, this kid crazy.
And so when your child displays that same behavior, it could be you're going to get a title to your disability that appears a little bit more or less aggressive than that child that is a minority. So there lies the problem. Is very cultural, and there's biases that exist because of not knowing our children. So then we get overdiagnosed and over-referred and all those different things. But the key to that is parent advocacy and even staff advocacy. So the staff who know better can intervene in the process, because over time, as I got into leadership, I kind of thought that some of the process was kind of unnecessary. Give you an example. Here it is. You having a problem with a kid. You're going to refer them for an IEP. The IEP is going to tell you how to engage with this kid, how to accommodate them, how to do modifications. And now you have to do that through a legal mandate.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you would have done that without the legal mandate? What if you would have provided accommodations, modifications, anything that the kid needed without that documentation? Does it make sense that you would go through a process that now mandates you to do something that you could have already done? It doesn't make sense. But that's what happens.
Yeah.
So once they get labeled, yes, did you get money? Yes, there's additional resources expended. But if we made that a part of a natural practice, that any child that had a problem, there will be a staff person they can go to for remediation. There can be accommodations and modifications provided. We wouldn't have to deal with the titles outside of knowing enough about what that child's challenges are to provide them what they need. Yeah. Other than that, we wouldn't need it. But guess what I've experienced? Since I've been back in the classroom, I have exited 2 African-American boys out of services.
Oh, that's what's
and
up.
They did quite fine.
That's what's up.
Without the services.
Man, that's beyond.
And that's we need more people like that. They be trying to string the kids along, like
yes.
He's saying his ABCs now. You know what I'm saying? That was part of his IDP. Oh, he gotta say a certain way like this and he's acting normal just like this other kid. Why are y'all still holding this kid back?
Right. And you know, some people do it for job security. Yeah. There are parents, as mentioned, that, you know, when I was an administrator at Fresh Start, I didn't know the game. I honestly did not know. As soon as some parents were enrolling kids, they had paperwork wanting us to fill out saying that the kid was enrolled so they could start getting benefits. And so my secretary hit me to the game. She said, hey, we normally wait 30 days before we complete any paperwork, because after the paperwork is complete, the kids stop coming to school.
Wow.
You know, and so for some parents, it's a game, it's a way for them to get money. It is definitely a way that school districts get money. So it's a welfare system for schools. You know, this is how they're getting funded, and then they don't recycle the resources back into the kids how they once did, and the accountability is not there necessarily from the state or the federal to ensure that that is happening. So at this point, what is most important for families is to know their rights. There is procedure safeguards and Bill of Rights that inform parents of what to expect and how to address things. A lot of non-African-American families are very aware of their rights, and that's why it's been several suits that they have won, because they knew what their child should be receiving, and when it was not being received after an IEP meeting or several attempts or whatever it may be, they were able to get cases filed, and most of the time they won. So it's about informing our parents of their rights. I have encountered families who may live in poverty and they want to do what's right. They just don't know. They don't even know where to start, and oftentimes they are not heard as loudly as families from the magnet schools or families that are middle class and non-African American. So it's an interesting dynamic, you know, when you are African American district and you have those disparities amongst your own people with the leaders that look just like them. So.
All right, Doc, I got one last thing for you. You got 60 seconds. You know, I had to ask you about it because I did watch the little interview. Give us a little quick spiel about you and the beef with the mayor.
Okay, so I know that it's being described as a beef, but I am the president of the Alderman Board. This is the second year that I've been elected to that seat. And this year it was 5 individuals, including myself, that elected me to the seat. I actually, the other person nominated was Dinah Tapman of Ward 1, and only 3 people voted for her and 5 voted for me. And so since the mayor has been in his seat since last April, there has been a series of violations related to ordinances, other management practices that have taken place. We have complained about it. We've emailed about it. We've even fined him for an incident that happened that caused a particular cost to the city. And so with all the things that's been happening, we have recently learned how to address these problems. We learned through parliamentarian training that we can censure an individual when they are having misconduct, mismanagement, whatever the issue may be. So the board made a bold move on August the 12th to censure the mayor with all the account charges listed and a plan in order to approve. And the plan simply asked for him to get training, to learn his job, to know the ordinances, to do the city manager work, because that's what he's designated to do until we hire a city manager.
Yeah.
And so it should be something that would not be a problem, but the problem is if we had to ask, there was no interest to do it on his own. So instead of focusing on the concerns, he just wanted to create the narrative that I wanted to become mayor as a distraction to that censure. But the mayor election was actually last year. So if I wanted to run, I would have
that's what it was.
ran last year.
He
and so and the thing with the city administrator, last year before he got in office, the majority of the board voted for an ordinance that said if we get a city administrator, his salary would go from $20,000 to $6,000. So he doesn't really want to come out to the public and say, well, I don't want to lose my money, but he told individuals. Okay. So he's told individuals that is his hang up. But on his campaign trail, he said he wanted a city administrator. But knowing what impact it will have on his salary, he doesn't want it. So we're in a situation where we have mismanagement, and if we proceed to impeach, we may have people who don't know what's been happening that will cause an uproar and say, hey, why are you impeaching him? We elected him. And then we really don't technically have the votes because we have 3 alderpersons who are not fulfilling their legislative role and holding him accountable. So we're one person shy to even being able to pursue that. So if you can't pursue impeachment and then you have mismanagement, there has to be an intervention, and this was our attempt to intervene. And so it had nothing to do with interest in having a city manager. It was only about accountability, and it has gotten people talking and wanting to be involved. So I've gotten the calls asking if their house values will go down and what is really going on. And I just showed them videos. So now I have a YouTube channel with all of the board meetings on there.
I was just finna say, let them know where they can find you.
Plug that YouTube channel.
Right. So, Ward 4 for Change at gmail.com is my email address. And if you go to Bell Fountain Neighbors board meetings, you can find all of the board meetings that have been held via Zoom. And in addition to that, you can see the clips where the mayor and different individuals have expressed the concerns happening in the city so that people can be informed. So 2 weeks ago, the police chief indicated that the city had lost credit with 6 vendors so far that he could count between his department and the building department. And so to lose credit means that there is some type of mismanagement happening. Mm-hmm. And then in addition to that, on the same call, a street worker had to come and say, there is 3 people in my department with COVID. We don't have leadership. What do we do? He said, well, put on your PPE, clean, and social distance. He said, well, sir, we don't have PPE. He said, we don't have PPE. It's difficult to social distance. And, we don't have any guidance. If you are employees and you had to get on a call to talk to your boss which is the mayor, who is part-time, that she'll be there on a regular basis, that is concerning.
Yeah,
and you say that you need to put on a mask. He said, we don't have any PPE. We don't have no cleaning materials.
Wow.
And so the other part that was a part of the charge was his hiring practices. So a candidate running for his son's state rep position, he hired him in a position that was not vacant. In addition to hiring him in a position that was not vacant, he gives him a cleaning contract. The man that is working in the street department has a cleaning contract, and the individuals have COVID and say they don't have cleaning materials. Wow. You know that is the issue. Yes. So he had to say, yeah, you don't want to be on the news for not addressing this, so let's address this.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And I became the target because I'm the president of the Alderman Board. So I hold him accountable the most, and I hold my peers accountable. So it's not just him; it's an accountability thing that I do with everyone, and I have peers that hold me accountable as well. You know, so that's the role of a legislator. You have to make the tough decisions that when the mayor and other people do not abide by ordinances, you have to address it and not ignore it. And this transparency has caused conversation more so than they had before. So it was 44 people on the board meeting call last week.
Yeah, we got.
You had Elliot Davis on the board.
Right, we definitely gonna keep up with this. We probably gonna get you back on in the coming weeks just to kind of keep up with the story. And I know a lot of people learn a lot. I'm getting messages and different things. People like, man, she's talking about some really good stuff. You know, I just want to take the time to thank you for coming on and, coming on to the Spillover, giving us your time, lacing us with all this wonderful information. And like I said, we're going to have to do this again.
Yes, I look forward to doing it. I really appreciate sharing what I have, and I look forward to the next time we talk.
Okay.
Most definitely. Thanks, Doc.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You all have a good evening.
All right, you too. Everybody, that was Dr. Miranda Avant Elliott. She's an educational specialist that currently works in special school districts, and she also is a city administrator, for those of y'all that missed the intro to her. So we want to thank her, but we finna get ready to get into this next song. Her, Drake, what we got?
White Shoes, Smooth Beats.
Money, gold, drink, black coffin, spin it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Money, gold, drink, black coffin, spin it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Orange logo, world going loco. Life is like a whirlwind, up and down like pogo. Green go-go, though I've been sitting low. Stopping is a no-no, like Timmy boy, let this beat go. Crazy, smoke this green to gray too. From Penn State, sent it to the loo. Now this that new style blues. Baby brown, I'm bringing it to you. I've been waiting on pink kisses, that pretty plum look good in that fuchsia. You can be my fuchsia, yeah. Apple bottom, red light got me wanting to do some. Hey, yellow peppers, roasted with potatoes. Still sipping gold while we toasting to the haters. Kinda hot, oh I. I'm saying I am smooth, red too, white shoes. Gold, drink, black coffin, spin it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Blue money, gold, drink, black coffin, spin it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Black man, stay strong. White enemies can't leave us alone. White friends, let it be shown. Blue lies can't be taking black people. Nah, ain't a red one till you make it one. Ain't no throwing white flags too long, you did people wrong. Right time, wrong color shouldn't be the norm. They get black and white quick in the middle of the storm. I usually say this shit for bases, snap on you and warn you. But I'm raising my voice this time so you know we sounding alarm. Red alert, more than woken, we burn our arms. They need a church if they coming like more than a swarm. Gotta go drink, black coffin, spin it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Blue money, gold drink, black coffin.
Shout out to White Shoes, Smooth Beats, produced by 3 Blunts. 3 Blunts.
Yes,
It's
sir.
good, boy. Hey, let's get into
Wait, before you get into that, hey, I want everybody, the whole Spillover audience, to give a big happy birthday to our show and host on Big Bruh.
He is 84 years old.
And our resident.
Angry man.
Happy birthday, man.
He is 84 years old. And still kicking. He can still run like the best of them and jump like the best of them. But we just picked him up from the old folks home, and we just bought him some Depends.
The Metamucil.
Hey man, happy birthday though, big bro. And I hope I make it that old for real.
Yeah.
I'm damn near. It's around the corner, man. Reggie, you are the youngest one here, bro.
Yeah.
You not even triple digits yet.
I don't want to be triple digits. I hope I'm dead by then.
Not triple. I mean, triple. But what's 3-0?
I ain't gonna be able to do nothing by then.
Oh man, dang, bro. When I was 29, that was a couple years.
Oh man, we laughing, but we got to touch on something real that happened, y'all. I know everybody done probably heard.
Tiffany said happy birthday, bud.
Yeah. Right on, Tiff.
The shooting,
again, man. And I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. It's just the situation was crazy because it keeps happening, man.
Mm-hmm. But this time, he ain't dead yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's still alive. If y'all don't know who we talking about the man Jacob Blake that was shot 7 times, mostly in the back. Police were responding to a domestic violence dispute that I believe that they saying that he didn't have anything to do with, actually. His kids were in the car, and they said he was actually trying to defuse the situation. And when he got ready to walk away to check on his kids who were in the car, that's when he got shot. And again, there's a video that's circulating right now for anybody that wants
wait.
Look
in
at
the beginning. What'd you say?
That he was shot 7 times.
Well, okay, I'm gonna read the story, but he got. So the saying is they were tussling beforehand.
That's what they saying.
Yeah, it was a tussle beforehand. He was tased.
I'm Hector. I am a delivery operations manager in San Diego, California.
I'm sorry. We're going to go to the report in a minute. But the story is that they were tussling because, all right, the police were called there to stop a domestic violence between not him and her, but her and another woman.
Mm.
Okay? He supposedly was there to break it up. As he was trying to break it up, police assumed he was involved. They tackled him, they wrestled, tased him. He's trying to tell him, you know what I'm saying, I ain't involved. And then after he got loose, then he walked around to the car. As he's walking around to the car, the police was grabbing his shirt. He's grabbing his shirt, and he reached in with the kids in the car. And I guess he was, I don't know what he was doing. I'm not going to speculate that. But then that's when the shots were fired.
Mm.
While they were grabbing his shirt. And then 7 shots, though. Like, bro, what? Why are we so intimidating to the police? I do not get that.
If y'all don't get it yet, man, y'all ain't gonna never get it. And I ain't just talking to you. I'm talking to everybody.
Well, I get it. I'm just doing for sake of the station, the show. So
I know what it is. That's why. Look, that's the first fucking thing I saw this morning when I got to work, and it pretty much fucked up my whole day. You know, I was happy. I am thankful for everybody that wished me a happy birthday, that laughed at my brother's picture. But that shit fucked up my day, man.
Yeah, it did.
I'm tired of this shit happening, man. I want that motherfucker and the other two shot dead. Point blank.
The police.
Yeah, the police. Yeah, I want them two motherfuckers dead. Man. And the third one that was standing on the sideline with her pistol drawn.
Yeah, don't know what
shit
to
is
do.
fucked up, man.
So, wow. Like, what was the threat?
Well, all these officers white. I didn't.
Man, if you looked at that video and seen how he was holding him, he wasn't trying to pull him out. Nah. He was wanting to shoot him. Yeah, and he emptied his whole fucking clip in that man.
He didn't think nobody was recording that mug.
He didn't give a fuck, man.
I know. Well, yeah, he probably didn't.
If you looked at it, he wasn't looking around to see who was looking. He didn't care because he's the police.
What happened?
No, I ain't watched the video yet. I just read the story.
Oh, man.
It's fucked up, man. Fuck him, his family, his grandchildren. Fuck him, man.
Hold on. I'm finna try to pull up. But, yeah, man, it was like there was no thought of, like, this is a human being. Let me try to de-escalate. Like how we were talking. Big bro, you weren't here. But me and Reggie was having a back-to-back about what needs to change about policing. Mm-hmm. They need to be retrained.
And better trained.
Yeah, better trained. And I was on the stance of police need to be a psychiatrist. These are all the things they need to be to go out in the field. Psychiatrist. Not basically just a psychiatrist and understanding of not because they don't get trained to diagnose situations.
I'm disagreeing with you off the rip. Okay, that ain't what needs to happen. Okay, now just think about this for a second. If you take away a police officer's pistol,
I ain't say take away their gun.
No. Listen, just listen. Yeah. If you take away their pistol, what are they?
The security guard.
Oh, okay, there's security guard. I get the joke. But look, the point I'm making is this. Let them enforce their same laws, but take away their pistol, and I guarantee you their mentality will change towards the way they treat us as people, man.
Oh, every last one of them gonna quit.
I get what you're saying because
they're quick to run to that fucking pistol, man.
So, and that's what, well, they just now got guns in the UK, don't they? At first, they didn't
have them. No, they've had them since I was kids, but that's not in their repertoire. Yeah. They do not pull their pistols.
Yeah, it's more of a baton thing.
Yeah, they will beat the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy, man. Fuck the police. There, I said it. Fuck the police.
Coming straight from the underground.
Fuck that something, man. Look, I'm serious, man. That one cop done fucked up my whole day, man. So, fuck him.
Let me see if I can get this. But it was two cops that shot, wasn't it? It
was one trailing him. It was one cop that really was on him. The other one was just trying to keep the young lady from walking up, but he still had his pistol drawn as well.
It's like we was talking about that day, man. They gotta get out of that code of conduct the word perceived.
Fuck that. Take away the pistol. Give him a taser gun and a baton, and watch how it changes,
that's not
man.
Enough. That's not enough. It ain't gonna be no cops.
You got motherfuckers that ain't shit on these streets, but say, I want to be a cop. Not because they want to enforce the law, but because they want to have a gun and say,
you got them,
I'm
like
bad. You got to do what I say.
There's a lot of good cops, too, but it's too dangerous for a cop to be a cop without a firearm.
You know what I saw on the news today?
It's hard for a regular person to walk around without a firearm. Now you telling me I got to put on an outfit where people gonna automatically hate me, and then you don't want me to be armed, but then you want to fight for your right to have an arm? Man. That don't make sense.
The entire police organization is fucked up, man.
I agree.
That's
with
the bottom line.
No, I ain't gonna say the entire.
And that's shitting on the good ones because the good ones can't do their fucking job because of the bad ones, man.
They called it a blue.
They got to protect their brethren, which means they can't do their job effectively because now you're a part of the same motherfucker that we know is a dirty ass bastard.
They gotta.
Angry man.
Bullshit, man.
They gotta change that code of conduct, man. And for you to pull that pistol, like, the threat can no longer be perceived. You know what I'm saying? It has to be real. The threat has to be real. And no, the threat can't be, well, I thought this, I thought that. if you can't, because they all got body cams, or they should by now. I know they put it in a few years ago that they all supposed to have body cams, but if on that body cam that a weapon cannot be seen clearly and you pull your gun, all the protections of being a police officer need to go out the window. I'm not going to say take away their firearm. It's too damn dangerous for a police officer to be a police officer without a firearm.
This is what the law says for the code of the police. If I feel my life is in danger, then I can proceed with deadly force. Now, what's a perception of my life being in danger? Check me out. Check me out, Reggie.
Go ahead.
See what I just did? That little subtle movement?
Yeah. He jumped at me, everybody. So, y'all.
No, I ain't even jump at you. I just took a hard step. But it gave a perception of a movement that now you can use to blow my fucking brains out.
That's why it can't be perceived. They got to take that out. It has to be an actual threat.
If he doesn't have that pistol, what is he going to do?
Well, if he a good cop, he going to whoop your ass.
If he ain't got that pistol, remind, because he can't reach and shoot and think he's good, he's got to step back and reach for his baton. Hey, what are you doing? De-escalation automatically.
Yeah, but the first thing they reach for is a pistol.
Yeah, that's automatic.
But that's why I said they got
a taser,
they got
baton,
them
and a
on.
pistol.
They tased him. They tased him. They said they tased him, and he got up out of that and started walking away. But that still don't.
You walk on the scene not knowing what's going on, and one person says, "Oh, he's him. Get him."
And that's the problem too. They train them to, as soon as they get out, control the scene. No, it should be diagnose the scene and see what the fuck is. You don't come in there and try to push. All right, you sit down. You sit down.
You know what?
Right now, you raising temperament.
The brother in the window, because it was a brother in the window that recorded that video that surfaced. Right. As I'm watching it, he was commentating what was going on and saying it before it was happening. Man, don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Man.
Yeah.
And you know what I did? I put a post. Right on that post that I saw. I don't know who posted that original post, but my post was that entire block should have let loose on they punk asses, man. They should have lit that motherfucker up.
Yeah. I done said that multiple times.
I'm tired of this shit, man.
That's one way you can stop
I'm tired. I wish I would see a cop on the side of the road in a need of help. You going on Facebook Live, buddy. Fuck you.
What if he one of the good cops?
Yeah, see.
Hey, victim of circumstance, man. One bad apple, bro. That's all it takes.
But it's a lot of bad black people, though.
No, don't say bad black people. It's a lot of bad people, man.
No, I'm saying.
No. I don't like how you just said that. It's a lot of bad people in general. So bad people make bad circumstances for other people. Okay, so you can have there's bad white people that make it bad for other white people too.
Not to the extent we talking about. We talking about to this extent.
It's little junkies out here that's white, bro.
Yeah, but they not getting shot first. Is not what I'm talking about.
But
that's not the status quo.
But what I'm saying is policing is bad. Period. Okay. Now I understand we get shot a lot. Okay, by police. But what I'm saying is, the person that's doing the shooting, that's killing that person, needs to do a better job. As in, hey, what is really going on here? Now I understand when somebody's threatening your life. Yeah, that some, you know what I'm saying? You need to arm yourself. Now, what I gotta say to Bug though is, now what if we are in a situation where there are no police? You already see how crazy people are. Like, there are a need for police officers. There are a need.
I didn't say it wasn't. What I said is, take away their means of aggressive force. Okay, and the mentality of the police force will change. It won't be we need to implement a policy to change the rules on the way we govern or the way we police our neighborhoods. No. Limit their resources. When they say defund the police, that's how I take it. Take away their pistols. Make them
take away their pistols, then they're going to tell you that we need to take away your pistols.
then that's the road it needs to go, man.
So
Do you
People ain't
rather
finna allow that.
finna give up their guns.
They're not
Look.
finna allow that.
It's gonna have to be one way or the other. Either we're gonna keep dying or they're gonna fix the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just gotta be trained better.
That's why I said you gotta take the
on
perceived
case
threat
where you
thing
said-
out.
When you said there's a lot of bad black people, so that's
Well, we were having a discussion about police crimes against black people. When you started it out, you said, "Here we go again."
But you sound just like him though when you saying. Hey,
no, he said that he want to hurt a cop.
For all of
No, I said he want to hurt a cop, and I said, what if he a good cop? And then he said it's a lot of bad ones. I said it's a lot of bad black people out there. How you know they not thinking like that? Like, oh, the bad black people I encounter, now I'm gonna take it out on all of y'all. The same way he was just saying.
So is that right?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not right.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. It's not right. You can't think like that. You can't say, oh, you a cop? Oh, well, hey, you messed up like the rest of them. You can't be like that.
Yeah, because that's the main issue. Everybody's trying to categorize.
Yeah,
everything.
they're not taking it as people as individuals.
Yeah, they studying the cover and not really trying to understand the situation.
Like I said, you take that perceived threat situation out, and then they got the body cam on, so you see everything that they seeing. So if that's the case, and you see everything that they seeing with the body cam, if that body cam does not show an actual threat, you should lose all police protection if you pull your firearm, you know what I'm saying, and you shoot somebody. All that, well, that's police officer, we go by these codes. You should lose all of those protections.
The thing about the body cam, though, it's not 100% foolproof, like, because what they do is they turn the cam off.
That's what I'm saying. That's also be another. That's also be another automatic violation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Reprimanded exactly as soon
they
as
should be pulled out the field. If they say that, oh, my cam don't work, whatever. First, there should be charges in there. They have stuff like that in them vehicles. Like, it's companies that do just that.
They have all these laws, bro, but they never uphold to them.
Well, they don't have those laws. What I'm talking about.
Oh, they uphold to them when it comes to us,
That's what
man.
I'm saying. They don't put the correct laws in place.
They put
these gray area laws in for the police officers, like the word perceive. Like he said,
well,
somebody jumping at you can
all
perceive
the
that how you
laws
want
in
to.
the book are designed to protect that police officer. I don't give a fuck if he's blatantly wrong.
Just the grand jury aspect of it.
You can't indict the police officer.
Like, why they gotta go to a private court? Like, court was always supposed to be for the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where's
the
grand jury
judicial system
thing
is supposed
from?
to be of the people.
Yeah, it's just selective. Oh yeah, his case is for the grand jury. Well, shit, I want to go to the grand jury.
I know they
too.
gonna fuck with me now, but fuck the police, man. Fuck them motherfuckers. They lost all my respect. Hey, you know what? The only thing that'll change that, they got to persecute that motherfucker, man. And I mean, they got to do something serious to that motherfucker.
Well, if they persecute these guys,
Well, he ain't. Who you talking about? Which one you talking about? The ones that did this?
This last one. There's so fucking many. This last one.
They still ain't persecuted Breonna Taylor. Like,
And it's not gonna happen, man.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You can get that
People
up.
need to let that go.
That's crazy.
It's fucking sad, but yeah, ain't nothing gonna happen.
Soon as her boyfriend like I said, because you had a stalemate with the laws. You got them that can come in and they got shot at, so they shot back. You got him that feel like they broke in.
Now tell me, ain't no laws in place to protect them police officers because his home was invaded. He protected his home, and ended up his girl gets killed.
Yeah,
for him protect. Man, come on.
Well, what they gonna say to him? You don't live there. You just spending the night.
Some bullshit, man.
Because the reason they was there was because of the boyfriend that was staying with her prior to that. That's what kicked it all off.
I'm telling
the
you,
ex right before
what
him.
really pissed me off, man. I'm not sure if it was the same day, but I think it was the next day they enforced the curfew.
Yeah, but in Wisconsin, man, they tripping, bro. They enforced a 7 a.m. curfew.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Well, you know I think the governor over there, the governor of the Senate, he trying to call a special meeting.
Let me read what he said. But Zach Murphy said, that's what I was going to say, Reggie. You got to be armed whether you're a cop or not.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay, so let me read this little story. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers called for a greater police accountability. While we do not have all of the details yet, that's the cliche. All you supposed to be saying, we need to look at all the details first. Where's the footage? What happened before that? That's what they always say. Okay, what we know for certain is that he is not the first black man or person to have been shot or injured or mercilessly killed at the hands of individuals in law enforcement in our state or country. Evers said in a statement, we stand with all those who have and continue to demand justice, equality, and accountability for black lives in our country. And he also tweeted out, and we stand against excessive force and immediate escalation when engaging with black Wisconsinites. Oh, he going hard. I have said all along, although we must offer our empathy, equally important is our action. In the coming days, we will demand just that. Elected officials in our state who have failed to recognize the racism our state and our country far too long. Hey, that sound now he taking it. Sound like he doing a political race right there. Don't that sound like
he a politician?
Yeah, let's doubt all them and then boost me up real quick. Look, he says, I have said all along that although we must offer our empathy, equally important is our action. What y'all ain't doing. In the coming days, we will demand just that of elected officials in our state. He's shitting on them who have failed to recognize the racism. That's like, I need the black vote. Like, all in one statement.
The higher up white people, meaning your president, your government, they abandon the cities. Their not their counterpart, their allies, the white people of the cities, that's govern the cities, and left them hanging dry. And now they're doing what they have to do to save their own asses.
Yeah, they trying to run that. They like, man, hey, yeah, I'm with you.
Like I said, man,
I just found a video, man.
The video of what happened?
No, it's showing aftermath. What's going down right now?
Oh, them destroying shit.
Oh, they fucking it up.
Oh, yeah, they fucking Wisconsin
But
up.
here's what I want to say it, but I kind of don't want to say it.
Go ahead, bro.
Tear this motherfucker down, bro.
Well, that's hey, people been saying that.
You know what? This is how I feel. This is my personal opinion.
Not this motherfucker. This
no. Listen to what I'm saying, man. Listen to what I'm saying. This isn't a Wisconsin problem.
No, this is a country.
It ain't a Minnesota problem.
It's the country.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This shit is fucked up, man. And what needs to happen is there needs to be a worldwide uproar, man. We need to tear this motherfucker up to get them to understand the severity of this situation.
What are you talking about?
Listen, our lives and our kids' lives and their kids' lives are at stake right now.
What are you tearing up, though?
What'd
you tearing up?
You're not getting what I'm saying, man. You're not getting what I'm saying. You're looking in the literal sense. Fuck all that meditating and trying to figure out how we can solve the problem. I'm saying we need to put some fear in these motherfuckers'
you can tear it up, but I'm
man.
saying, what are you going to tear up? Because they tear up a lot of stuff, even though I feel like most of the stuff they tear up ain't got nothing to do with nothing, and it's not finna change, man.
You know what? We built all this shit, man.
Tearing up small businesses in mostly black-owned neighborhoods.
The business so somebody
destroy all the McDonald's.
What is that going to do?
You're not getting what I'm saying, man. Fuck a business, man. People are dying. Fuck that business. Fuck a dollar, man. People are dying.
That's people.
You know what? If one of your kids, you got kids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one of your kids gets shot in some senseless bullshit, you're going to lose your fucking mind, man. That's how I'm thinking right now. That's the anger that's coming out of my mouth because my kids are 21, 17, 30.
The stuff these youngins, they ain't playing.
They have no guidance,
be turning up be retarded though.
They have no guidance. They have more people.
We mad and we turn up stuff in our own community.
They have more
gonna
people
care
in their ear talking about, oh no, we need to be peaceful. We need to do this. No, young niggas, do what y'all doing, man.
But no. It's niggas like that talking. It's cats like that talking. But I seen multiple videos. It's some It's some young soldiers out here that's,
You want
that's doing
you want to
stuff.
turn something up? Go at them police precincts. Go at them government buildings.
Oh, that's what they doing. They messing
turn
up
up the
police
local
cars.
beauty supply,
But still,
and the damn barbershop or the shoe store. They don't care about that shit.
but still, like
That's not gonna change nobody's mind. That's why nothing has changed.
But still, when you go for, I don't believe you should destroy any property. First of all,
I'm not with the violence. I'm not with it. But
I'm just
what
saying,
I'm
if you gonna
saying
turn something up
listen,
that means
how
something.
much bureaucracy?
That's a symbol
how
of
many
what you going
laws?
against.
How many times we got to protest?
Foot Locker ain't the problem.
How much has changed? What has changed? Tell me one thing that's changed.
nothing.
Look,
for real.
I agree peaceful. I'm not a peaceful protest guy. What I'm saying is all the let's walk down the street or let's walk in our own neighborhood street and tear up all the family-owned businesses and corner stores.
If you put $1 or property above my people's lives, then I got a problem. We gonna argue that one.
No, I'm saying
I got a problem.
I'm saying you think that they gonna courtesy y'all turn up y'all own stuff? They not.
So what? So okay. I mean, y'all just combating, okay, about the situation. Now,
Cause don't tear up shit of mine.
When I say tear up, I say tear the shit up. But I mean tear up the legislation and the shit that they're using to control. See, what they playing chess, not checkers with us. Okay, we need to get on the checker side. We thinking physical.
We get on chess side,
huh?
You gotta get on chess side.
You
said we gotta get on checker side.
we
gotta get on chess side.
Nah, they playing. Yeah. We got. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
We gotta get on the chess side.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just knock it down. It's all right.
It gotta mean something.
Not just mean something. Not what I'm saying is from the dollar to education, we gotta steer our future into knowing how to get that and know how to get the education. That's what's gonna take over these districts, take over these bills that being passed and all that. Right now, the dollar is in the hand of somebody that don't care about us. So, being as if they don't care about us or about our development, they really just care about who they, you know what I'm saying? They care about their cause more than they care about us. Right now we are making them rich by all the shit we doing. Like when we destroy a building, they get insurance. Okay, a lot of them times them stores.
Well, not all of them.
What? No, listen. Not all of them get the insurance. I'm not talking about the physical store. Guess who gets the payout when they can't get that money? When they're denied for their insurance claim, guess who gets their money that they pay insurance to all the time?
The insurance company.
Exactly. Guess who owns them insurance companies?
The Jews.
Some rich white man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in turn, the chaos that's happening is only benefiting them. Okay? What we need to do is get in a position to where it benefits us. You know what I mean? Like when let's say something happens, we understand, hey, little brother got to get his shit out. They fucking some shit up. But you know who they call? This black insurance company or this black construction company to come rebuild it. This black wholesale company that come fill up the store. You know what I'm saying? That's what it needs to turn into, our money circulating back to us. That's the only way I see anything really changing. What I see, if the takeover shit, if that's to happen, it's gonna be more people on the side of the police than there is against the police. You gonna be seeing your own brother, not relationship brother. I'm riding with you, bro. All right, you gonna see.
I hear what you're saying,
you gonna
but
see your own black brother across from you, like, bro. I can't tell you what. Hey, it's the police, bro. I'm trying to keep my gun. You know what I mean?
looking at the situation for what it is, I ain't gonna try and sugarcoat. I ain't gonna make no excuses for nothing, man. This shit is designed to stay the way it is.
It is, because
that's how they
we never knew. They never taught us how to infiltrate this system. All right,
to the point of this upcoming election.
And they not supposed to.
But that's the thing. They're not supposed to. But yet, in a sense, we all humane. So yeah, they're supposed, the same way they brought up John, they need to bring up Jawan too, because in the beginning, it was a situation. You brought us here, like. Don't make us half a man and expect us to accomplish a full man on our own when you got everything against us. Okay? So if from the jump you already don't consider me a man, livestock, then yeah, you need to show me something. Show me how your system is created. You don't birth a child and say, "Hey, figure it out, bro." Nah. You help them. You help them develop to make the country better. Now, cuz it's brothers that understand it has to be a working class. It has to be a middle class, a poor class. It has to be that. Mm-hmm. But that don't mean the poor class got to be a class that be starving and don't eat. The poor class could be middle, high. You know what I mean? That is a possible economy because it's still going to be people that need to work. That is a humane, what is it? Well, I'm looking for a genetic trait. Like we gotta work, because when your body don't work, what happens to it?
It deteriorates.
It deteriorates because it's not being used. So that sitting around shit ain't gonna pop. You know what I mean? So it's gonna have to be workers, no matter how good the poor class got it or how good they got it. What they seem to think is the more they keep us down, the richer they'll get. And it works for them. But they don't understand how rich we can all be. You feel me? And still be living a good life. And you ain't got to worry about your policeman getting shot by this black boy. And then we ain't got to worry about this policeman shooting this black boy.
Well, I'm going to quote my favorite singer. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
That's a fact. That's what I'm saying,
That's
bro.
the bottom fucking line.
That's why we gotta.
Well, that's why you gotta
adapt.
stop. We gotta stop looking at everything
as adapt, man.
As
adapt
our
and conquer.
people, their people. Because as long as we got that mentality, whether we on the wrong side or the right side, if you got the mentality of it's a us and it's a them, then
if you don't see it, then that's the problem.
No, I'm saying you gotta eliminate that in everybody's mind.
Because
if you don't, then it's always gonna look.
There's only one set of minds that it's gonna be eliminated from, and
it's a generation though.
Look. We as African Americans, we are not prejudiced. We do not hate white people. It is not in us. If they do, it's because something was done
To make him feel
or they
like
learned about something
that
was done.
We are not that people.
Bro,
we are not taught in that way.
It be the most.
You can't sit here and tell me that
it be the most rugged, thuggish black dude. But if you see a white boy lost and he like, man, you good, bro?
He gonna give him some help.
He gonna try to figure it out.
Switch that narrative around.
Oh, the police gonna get called.
It's not gonna happen, bro. I don't give a fuck how much you.
It ain't gonna be
teach,
no. Hey, buddy,
it ain't gonna happen.
Walk in a white neighborhood and he's.
You gonna get the police before you get some real help.
I guarantee you, Maryland Heights gonna be right
I mean,
there.
if he look like he's some type of threat, like a regular dude, like if you go walk over there, I go walk over there, bro.
So
somebody be like, you all right?
What's a threatening white boy? What's somebody a white boy that looks threatening?
I don't know. I wasn't.
See how you color-coded, but a black dude look threatened though.
No, I'm not. But I'm saying I'm personally
Reggie,
not threatened by either one, bro.
But you just said.
Don't
you
come
just
up
said a
making
gangster looking dude go in a white neighborhood.
So a gangster.
They look at gangsters as threats. There's nothing gangster about white people.
Okay, it can be a white dude in a collar shirt with button-up pants, bro. If it's not tucked, they gonna say, "Hey, you not where you supposed to be." Right or wrong? Are we gonna say that about a white dude? We gonna call the police and say he's not where he's supposed to be?
Wait, no, you just said a white dude. You said
you
black
understand
dude.
what he's saying.
A black dude in a collar shirt in a white neighborhood. Are they gonna be like? Are they not gonna? They ain't gonna call the police. And nobody in the neighborhood know them. I'm telling you, they gonna be on each other's phone. Hey, do you know this guy walking in our?
Some neighborhoods, man.
But it's excuse?
Nah. I'm just saying, some like you be real big on not trying to throw everybody into a group, but you trying to throw everybody into a group.
I'm not trying to throw nobody into a group.
You just said if you stick them over in a white neighborhood, then that's how they gonna react.
You said
not all neighborhoods are not gonna react like that.
Not all aren't.
That's what I'm saying.
Blended ones. I'm talking about put them in an all-white
Man, if you
neighborhood.
you'll be surprised if you take somebody, you throw them out in Lake St. Louis or St. Charles.
Those are blended neighborhoods.
Or somewhere like that.
I'm talking
Where do you consider then?
Hey, man, you know what?
Yeah, Lake of St. Louis. They got some communities out there in Lake of St. Louis where it's mainly white.
Yeah.
But if you put them out there, just walking down the street, bro, you telling me the police ain't going to swerve up on the side of them?
The police, yeah, but you said the people
Somebody's
at first.
Gonna call.
He said the police.
The police are not going to approach some black man on the street,
bro.
I mean,
man, look.
Some might. They might approach him and be like, "What are you doing here?"
I know you ain't gonna sit here in front
window.
of me and be that naive, bro.
No. Let him speak his truth. Let him speak his truth.
Bro, I know racism exists, but like I said, I'm not gonna caveat it and act like anytime you throw this into this element, it's gonna go exactly like that. It's not gonna go exactly like that. A lot of times, like I said, it's what you give off, man. If you give off a hostile energy, people gonna treat you like you're a hostile person.
Check it out. I ain't gonna tell you what's in my pocket, but you can have everything you want. Let me drive you to a neighborhood right now, let you out, and you walk for 3 blocks. And if you make it to the end of them 3 blocks, and you ain't been pulled over by the cops, brother, you have every fucking dime in my pocket.
Oh shit, we can do that. We can definitely do that.
Now you put your life on the line for that.
Yeah, I feel like my life more on, bruh. I feel like my life more online. I can take you to certain parts of St. Louis City that would make me more nervous than any part of Lake St. Louis or wherever you talking about.
Well, I'm talking about,
and I am black.
But that's what I'm saying. We treat our own people. Yes, we treat them poorly. That's evident. Black on black crime is there because we idolize certain things that shouldn't be idolized. But what I'm saying is the racial situation.
The hatred. No, don't even say hatred. Racial. The hatred of a people, man.
So it's more so when the example when I gave you, a normal white dude walking in the neighborhood, I'm not talking about no crackhead talking to everybody, because we gonna call the police on him and we gonna be like, bro, man, this dude tripping, why the fuck he over here? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm talking about a normal white man walking in the neighborhood, the most ghettoest neighborhood. All right, there might be some little kids that don't know no better that's gonna try to jack them. It might be that. I ain't gonna deny that. But the normal person that lives in that neighborhood that's been there their whole life, they going, hey man, what you doing over here, bro? You really don't need to be over here. Let me help you out. Where you trying to go? What direction you trying to be? I mean, that's gonna be the subject.
That's not. They gonna stay out of it. Be shit that go on with black people and they ain't gonna open up their door and go do nothing about it. They gonna sit in their house, look through the blinds, and make sure don't nothing come their way.
I want to go live where you done lived your life at, bro.
Are the police gonna mess with them though?
Well, are we talking about the police or people calling the police to come bother somebody?
But that's what I mean. The police are never gonna get called. They're never gonna call it. He's gonna just be walking, carrying on his day.
And people everybody gonna come outside. Hey, you all right? No, hell no.
They
gonna stay in the crib and be like, you see this motherfucker out here walking? Hey, watch him.
Bruh, it will be some, like the cats out there smoking. Like, bruh, you okay? You know you ain't supposed to be over here. It's gonna be that, bruh.
You making it sound nice. They're gonna be like, hey, you know where you at?
Exactly.
That's not, hey, you okay? No.
But still,
nigga, you know where you at?
That's a brother's way of saying, hey, you know where you at? You gonna be okay.
And then the next thing, depending on what you say, is you need to get from around here.
But still, you're not.
That's not coming to help somebody out that you think is something wrong.
But you're trying to make the situation seem bad.
I'm telling you how I done literally seen it go. What you saying is making it like, oh my God.
No. But even the way you're saying it, bro, you're making it seem like it's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. That's not the police coming to ask you a million questions. Let me see your ID. Do you got warrants? That's, hey, you know where you at? Continue on your way. He's walking away. Okay?
So we done moved off the people and we talking about how the police is going to treat the people in that neighborhood.
Oh, bro.
That's what you keep going back to, the police. We started out saying how a black person would treat a white person in a black neighborhood.
From the beginning is what we were talking about is racial discrimination. Okay? How it's different. The police are part of whatever community they're a part of. They're a factor. So we can factor in the police in the black situation too. They're going to pull up on the white man like, hey, what are you doing here? Do you need a ride? We going to get you out of here. It's going to be turned into an Uber, okay? That's what the police going to turn into. They're going to turn into a getaway. Get this good man out of here. I don't know where he got dropped off to or what's going on, man. We need to figure out what you're doing. But that black man in that neighborhood, you got any warrants? Let me see your ID. What are you doing over here? Who you know lives over here? It's going to turn into a million questions that shouldn't even be asked because he's allowed to walk on the street. So is that white man. That's what I'm getting to, bro. There is a racial difference, man.
It is. And a lot of that, it goes to people that grew up in a certain time. But the younger average white person don't give as much of a fuck about black people as black people want to think. They're not worried about making your day bad. Bruh, they're not worried about bothering you.
You're not in tune with social media. You're not. So you don't really see the groups that the cats our age create. Cats younger than that us create. Okay? It's out there, bro. I know.
I'm not saying it's not out there.
But you just said it's the older generation.
No, I said it's the older generation of white people that are just, oh God, I hate this group of people.
See, you're not getting what I just said. It's groups of men our age that are forming militias, bruh. Can't wait for the shit that Bug is talking about to happen.
Yeah, you gonna have those, bro. You gonna have. We talked about this before too. You're gonna have extremists.
No, I'm not just.
You're gonna have. That's extreme. Forming a militia is extreme.
But extreme, and then it's just social warriors, bro. It's a lot of white men that feel the same way their grandfathers felt, bro. They think it's traditional. They think that's how it should feel. Okay,
get your PlayStation. Get online.
But this is what I'm saying. It's more of a people, even though a lot of them are homosexuals, that's getting in the high positions to where they don't feel that way. And that's what's going to help make the change when we get more people in a position that don't feel that way, white or black. It's white men like Sterling from NBA commissioner.
Oh yeah, Adam Sterling.
Yeah, he's definitely not pro-white, not pro-black. He's, hey man, everybody's equal. Like we get more people like that in high positions. Oh, he already said he was. He did say he was.
I
gay.
thought so.
Yeah, he already said that. But that's what I'm saying, man. Is that's what needs to change. People in high positions and their opinions. And once we get these old men out, the situation for us would be a lot better. Because, I mean, I know it's brothers that feel, hey, we not in a bad position. We got it good. Yeah, because they probably got good.
I don't know if nobody feel like we got it good.
No, it's...
You think it's people that feel like we got it good?
Yeah. That the black girl from...
man. Don't bring up her old crazy
saying,
ass.
The sheriff
I don't even know if she believe that.
The sheriff... Matter of fact, that sheriff from Wisconsin, that black sheriff that always be on Fox, he always be talking about police... He's like... he always for police.
You talking about Candace Owens, old crazy ass. I think she said that
when I got out the military, bro.
Clickbait.
When I came back, it was one thing that I made sure I told every one of my living family members that it was physically possible for me to do so. And it was this one simple thing. Take off the blinders. See, 90% of motherfuckers walking this continent, they walk around with blinders. They only see what's right in front of them. They focus on what the fuck they doing. They don't see nothing that's going on in the world because they too damn focused. Take them blinders off and see what the fuck going on around you. And you're going to wake up to a whole new world. Yeah. I swear to God.
All right, we're going to get into a song, and then we're going to come back. I guess we got a couple questions. Appreciate them questions, Tiffany. We got a couple of them from social media, but we had asked the women that asked men, or asked us three, I guess,
I was looking forward to that. They might get some aggressive answers now.
We'll try to do it again next Monday. So I'll ask the question a little bit earlier. But it was basically just ask us what y'all ask women, what you always want to ask men. And we'll answer it as best as possible.
Tiffany came hard.
A married man to a divorced man to a possibly maybe getting married. Oh, we got all avenues right here.
Yeah, I'm single as they come.
I'm divorced too.
Oh, you are y'all forgot.
All I got is my kids.
Reggie's on Benjamin Button over here. He's living life from old to young. He done been there, done that. All right. Well, we gonna go to one song, then we gonna come back with that. Matter of fact, to stay on topic, we gonna play. Dang, do I got that on here? I'm sorry, y'all. All right, we gonna play. You Ain't Gang. You Ain't Gang. TB the Great. Let's go.
Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga got no gang, no. Pussy nigga, you a lame, lame. Gang, 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 gang. Pussy nigga, you can't hang, no. Pussy nigga, not my friend, no. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga, you not gang. Sorry, I don't know your name. Pussy nigga, don't explain. Back over there where you came. Please do not stand in my lane. Crazy, I might bust your brain. Crazy, I'm fucking your main. And I do not know her name. I'm bossed up. You fake as fuck, full of flaws, bruh. I keep that sack, Santa Claus, bruh. That Christmas tree full of frost, bruh. That CAC. You ain't gang, you ain't in these streets. Taking chances so your family eat. Gang, 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 gang. Nigga, you a leech. You a bitch, my life a beach. Big love out in these streets. Big slugs when a nigga creep. No tent, so you know it's me. Box Chevy, so you know it beat. Act tough, must I repeat? Still got room for a body pussy nigga. You ain't body pussy nigga, you ain't G. A-N-G, G-A-N-G. Fuck nigga, you a wanna be, and I'm still being me. TB, Chuck Taylors on my feet, fresh dinners on my ass, and a Christian white tee. And I'm still in these streets like the lights, y'all. James Tony on these pussy niggas lights out. You ain't gang pussy nigga, what you talking about? Never seen you in the hood, so let's get it understood. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga got no gang, no. Pussy nigga, you a lame, lame. Gang, 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 gang. Pussy nigga, you can't hang, no. Pussy nigga, not my friend, no. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga, you a lame. In your songs, dropping names. Got the plug on fire, hood on fire, flexing for the gram. Bless the hood with the gram. Knotted wood with the cam. Tuck the shoes with the slam. Slam on the pussy, nigga. I'm no rookie, nigga. Thought you knew me, nigga. Had to spin the square like a Rubik's, nigga. Spin the check on nothing. Thought you knew me, nigga. To be TB, the G had to prove it, nigga. Nike on him, I just do it, nigga. Say gang, never knew the nigga. Let him swing when I do these bitches. Fifth for bang if he looking fishy. Gang affiliated, fuck a color payment. Run up the blue hunters. Take a little vacation. Get the fuck away from foo-foo niggas. Hey, say that he know me where he must be mistaken.
Say that he know me where he must be mistaken.
I don't know you niggas. I don't fuck with niggas. Fuck your feelings like a penicillin. Kill it. Fuck your feelings like a penicillin. Kill it. Scared to bang a bitch, but he got a stick. Swear to God, he'll ride the full clip. Ain't hitting shit. Jay Reed from Akron. Gotta check these niggas' background. Gotta check these niggas' background. Gang, 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 gang. Pussy nigga, you ain't. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga got no gang, no. Pussy nigga, you a lame, lame. Gang, 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 gang. Pussy nigga, you can't hang, no. Pussy nigga, not my friend, no. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang.
live back again.
We back, man. We can't stop debating. This is a damn shame, people.
We gonna have to.
We go. Look, we ended it going to the song. Y'all listen to the song. We still going at it. God damn.
All right. Okay. Women ask us men something you always wanted to know, or what you know, or want to know now. All right. So let's see what little questions they ask, or she asked.
Yeah, she was.
We'll say day to make it sound good on air.
Yeah, we got 3 different people.
All right. Why do men misinterpret the meaning of submission?
Hey.
How you misinterpret that?
Bro, you know what? Boy, this is perfect. This is perfect. That's a good question, and you finna have the perfect answers because they're gonna be coming from different. I see it already. I'm a different type of motherfucker. I understand what that means. Okay, I don't think it means, yes, baby, I do this for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? As far as kissing ass, as we would look at it. Okay, in my head, it means being more concerned to her needs, not looking past her, paying attention. Women, y'all can chime in and tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right.
Is she talking about women being submissive or men?
No,
women want men to be
men
submissive.
being submissive to a woman.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Why do? So I would say it's more of it's a masculinity thing. So where you got some men who have I guess what she mean by some men misinterpret it. That means like some men are so masculine to where they can't be submissive to nothing, because if they do, they feel like they being a bitch or a punk. And I can't, like 2 hood niggas.
Well, that's the same thing. It's the same thing.
But no, I know. That's what I'm saying. A man that's masculine will feel it's a problem. They misinterpret the word submit. So when a woman wants them to be submissive to them, they'll be like, nah, man, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get soft and gushy with them. They too hard and too cocky. And then you got men that misinterpret submission as in, cause they'll be like, I want, you want me to kiss your toes, and you want me to.
I ain't doing no nasty shit like that.
But it's some men that misinterpret it like they already do that, but now they want them to be more submissive. You know what I mean? Like, so there's a level of submission, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's being submissive to where I let you drive my car, or there's a submission to where I let you choose the places we eat. There's a submissive way to where I let you dominate me. You know what I mean? Like, I kiss the earth you walk on. You know what I mean? Like, I make your bath water before you go to work and rub your, you know what I mean? Like, so I guess
that's the complete opposite side of what I just said. I said what it is. You just described how men misinterpret it by saying,
yeah, that's what I mean.
This is what they think.
Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't saying nothing.
No, I was clarifying.
Okay. But yeah, so I think men misinterpret women's intentions of submission. Like, what do they want to be? You know what I mean? Like what do they?
Hey, yeah. Well, give Reggie a chance to answer because
it's different women, and different women want different things.
Because the roles are all fucked up right now, man.
As far as who's the woman?
Yeah. What's your answer, Reggie?
Man,
oh God,
hey,
1920s.
There's a lot of submitting going on right now. I don't see what the big problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a problem. If anything, it's a little too much submission going on right now. I see a lot of men submitting in a lot of different ways, a lot of different levels.
Do you think men misinterpret submission?
It depends on the man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was
more than less, yeah.
And I think I need to have more of a conversation like, okay, submit to you in what way? Because some men, like you said, may think, well, I'm submitting to you in this way. And she like, no, that's not the way I want. I want you to do it in this way.
So should it always be the way? Does it have to be that woman's way?
In today's relationships, it needs to be 50-50, man.
50-50, down the middle.
It ain't back in the day where the man had the role.
And I think women want their turn. 50-50? I think women just want their turn.
Okay, I want to answer that question. As far as it needs
to be my
50,
no, I'm saying what is that?
50-50 is you had you and yours prior to, she had her and hers prior to, and y'all then came together and y'all build. Okay, everything is 50-50.
If I'm talking about like decision making, you know what I'm saying? Like how can it be 50? If you say yes and I say no,
then you discuss.
Yeah, but if we don't do it, then the person that say no wins. If we do it, the person that say yes wins.
Then you be submissive.
How do you go 50-50?
That is a good, because if I so
somebody got to submit.
Someone has to submit,
and then it turns into, even when that person agrees and it was like, all right, well, yeah. Then now that person feel like,
well, no,
we always do what you want. You know
what
I mean?
That conversation has never ended, man.
Now you can do it like on a basketball court where it's like, hey, you got ball last time, I got ball this time. Like you made the decision last time, I got it this time.
That's a good partnership. If you agree to them terms, but that's the level of conversation that it needs to be.
See, men and women, what they got to get to, especially men, they got to learn, because women pretty good at it. Men got to learn how to get back to setting the terms of engagement. They jump in these relationships having no idea what kind of woman they want, how they want the relationship to go. If you don't know how you want the relationship to go, do not waste that damn woman's time, you know what I'm saying, out here confused. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to go a certain way and she not meeting your standards, then you let her know, listen, this is what I want. You're not meeting my standards.
Say what you mean.
Yeah, you got to be honest, though.
Say what you mean.
Why waste somebody's time? I'm trying to save their feelings when it would be better just to be honest.
But then that's where we go to the part where Bug just said it has to be 50-50.
Women got to do that too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the women need to say their grounds too of what they want.
Yeah.
So when they meet in the middle, it's some needs that one and the other is not going to be met. So what happens then?
Well, you never gonna get 100%. Yeah, you never
compromise.
Listen, and that's why I say you get to the point to where one person feels as if they always are doing what you want.
Look, anyone that's ever lasted a really long-term relationship, they always tell you it's give and take.
See, this is what I like. See, me, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you got to give.
All right, we got two more minutes on this question. 2 more minutes.
I consider myself like a super alpha male. Some people are like, oh, you don't like some. No, it's not that. Like, it's certain things.
Super alpha male.
Yeah, it's certain things.
Not just the alpha male.
Yeah. It's certain things that I like to say, okay, these things right here is going to go my way, and I'm not compromising about them. Like, certain things I'm not going to compromise
you make
about.
A mess.
But then the majority of things, other things outside of those things,
that's got to be one of
I will
them things
let you
that's
make
already
the decisions. That's
set
what I'm
up
saying.
Prior to.
I say my stuff up front, like how I feel about certain things. I'm like, look.
But see, you know what? I don't see nothing wrong with that.
It ain't.
You know, it's a binding contract.
If you do feel like it's something wrong,
here's the problem. Here's the problem, man. Most people, just like in jail, you agree to the terms thinking it's gonna get better.
Yeah,
and you
gotta understand.
You try and make little subtle changes to make it tip in your favor.
What people can tell you about me, anybody that has ever known me or anything, they can tell you, like, when Reggie say this how he gonna be about something, that's how he gonna be about it. It's not It's not no. Right. Oh, I can.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Move on to the next question.
Next question.
Why do men feel like great sex replaces the emotional part?
You know what? I think I can tackle that.
It depends. I think if okay, so if a man, all right, so if you hint to the man so much that you love his sex, and you beat it up, daddy. Oh yeah,
No, bro.
He gonna think.
It's the 70s.
He gonna think. He gonna think. No, mentally.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead, dude. That's your opinion.
Yeah, mentally, he gonna think like, "Hey, man, I be beating it up. So when she get mad, that's what I gotta do." Just beat it up. Like,
hell no.
It's gonna make it all better. And if see, we about fractions, not fractions, percentages. If more than 50% of the times it makes you happy, we weigh our options. You're like, well, shit, if I don't do it, I know she gonna be mad. But if I do it, she may be happy. So they gonna take the better option.
Hey, you know what? I hate to cut you off. I get tired of people doing it. And Drink do it all the time. Hey, man, stop when you do your man voice, stop making us sound like idiots. I hate people do that. They always do that.
Oh, dummy,
like,
motherfucker.
yeah, like we sound like some oafs or something. Oh, my God.
That's what I'm imitating is a
Oh,
dumb
cartoon
man that
watching
like
ass.
Yeah.
No, Drink is the only one, bro. You look anywhere, whenever somebody talk in a man voice, say something about a man, they always make us sound like we the biggest fools.
When I'm talking about an intelligent man, I talk like intelligence.
Let him get his
like
issue
that.
off.
If I'm talking about a dumb man, I'm be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I can do this.
Drink really be painting the picture.
Hell yeah, we on radio. We on radio.
That picture, boy.
Okay, but yeah, definitely. Like I think a lot of men think sex copes for their emotions.
Can I tell you what I think it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. It's my opinion.
Okay.
With a little bit of fact.
Oh God!
All right.
He's
No.
some personal experience.
No.
Okay. You
Most
said a little bit of fact.
No, it's a little bit of fact. Most men have problems showing their emotions.
I guess I don't have a problem. I show my emotion.
No, but the majority of men have a problem with it. I'm not saying
What
that
kind
they
of
can't.
emotions? Like
When you're dealing with females,
with female
love
okay.
and you know all that lovey-dovey. Okay. Most men have a problem with that. Okay, and again, to reiterate on you what you said, is dealing with their masculinity.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They think. Okay,
so
well, I can't get
when they're having sex, that's behind closed doors. That's their most intimate time to be cuddling, lovey-dovey, because it's just them and their mate, and that's where all those emotions are shown. So the perception to a woman is that that's the only time they can be emotional.
Yeah, because that's their most emotional time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
And some of these men, mama ain't love them enough.
That too.
Yeah.
Some men don't know how to show emotion.
Yeah, so they got a lot of hate towards a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they semi-gay.
Or headed that way. They done tried the whole mama's dress. The fuck?
All right.
Next question. Man.
Next question.
Hold on, Reggie. Hold on. We done skipped past you trying to get.
Yeah, y'all had it.
No, what men? Come on, answer. Why do men feel like great sex replaces the emotional part?
Hey, some men just feel like,
Like,
hey,
dang, girl, what else can I give you? Shit.
yes, hey.
Damn, man.
Hey, some men feel like the sex is the emotion. Some men feel like if I do it right, it's gonna be emotional. You know, but that's when you start getting into like the foreplay and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But what? Damn it, we all said the same thing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we all men.
There it is.
Okay, why is receiving therapy such a big taboo among men? I don't believe that. I'll go see therapy quick.
Hey, me too. I've been there.
I will go see therapy. I don't mind second
I've been
opinions about like my situations. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I didn't have a father, but I had uncles that I can really be real to. Like I can tell them, man, somebody just tried to, shoot at me or something. Like I can literally get real with them, and just that outlet is like with my big brother. I can be as real as hell with him, and he gonna judge me, or he may not judge me.
But
But that's what
I'm
I
always
need.
keep it 100.
Yeah, but that's what you need. You need 100 situations, 100 information about situations to help you develop your outcome on it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta listen to everything, but just the therapy of getting it out. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I think there's some.
I've been to several different types of therapy. I ain't crazy or nothing, but you know, I've had some issues.
Tyra said most of the time it's still not. I think that was what we was talking about the last question.
Yeah, I don't see a problem.
She says, so true, James. Some men don't know. I think she was talking about the last one.
Yeah, I don't see a problem at all with therapy. Like, it depends on, you know what I'm saying, the type of individual you are. Like, you got some people that feel like, okay, if I go to therapy, then that shows I'm mentally weak and I need to go to somebody to help me get mentally strong. You got some people.
That's the
sign,
super alpha.
But that's a sign of I need therapy, ain't it?
No, I'm saying it can be, yeah. And then you got some people that say, you know, they got addictive personalities and they develop an unhealthy dependence on their therapist as well, where they like, okay, I gotta go. They be the ones that if a session get canceled, they out there tripping.
Those be the ones that addictive personalities to where whatever they were addicted to at first and sought therapy for it.
Yeah, the therapy took
that. It.
Then that's a sign of a really poor therapist.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or just taking somebody for their money. They're like, come keep seeing me.
Yeah, a therapist already recognizes, you know what I'm saying, just in the conversations.
You got some people that take therapy just so they can judge other people. So they can say, you know, I've gotten my mental health healed, and they feel like because they feel like they got their mental health healed, they feel like they can comment and judge other people's mental health.
And say, like they're therapists now too.
Yeah.
But
that should, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I seen Dr. Phil on Oprah, and he had said all kinds of people go to therapists for all different types of reasons.
Yeah,
For
I've been to therapy
the most
before.
minute to the biggest behavioral problem.
I've been to anger management before.
Been there.
I did anger management, but it was a school requirement thing because I fought.
Every day.
Yeah.
No, I actually had a problem.
I fought every day. But like I told the therapist, I'm like, it's not that I'm an angry individual. You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Tiffany says, I've heard a lot of men say, I'm not crazy. I don't need therapy. That's them old men.
There's people that set in their ways.
At that time,
ain't willing to change.
It's some young men, too, that get old ways to where, but it's a realistic man is going to realize, hey, man, I need help.
Yeah.
Like when you, man,
even if, you know, let me change that word right there. Okay, the word help. I don't like that word. Okay,
just like I don't like the cheating word.
If
now
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That is the show's slogan.
Look,
if you ain't cheating, you ain't
he
trying.
He waited 2 weeks for that.
Been right here.
I say that every
He's
show.
gonna give me an example. I was waiting for both of y'all.
I say that every show.
Hell no.
Go ahead.
No, just because help doesn't describe it, man. Some people, let me say the phrase "lost in translation." Some people get stuck. You know what I'm saying? And they don't recognize it, don't see it, and they may not even have somebody around them to tell them, "Hey, your thinking ain't right on this, man. You want to talk? You need to talk to somebody." You know, and they continue through their life living that way, and
thinking they was always right.
Yeah, and there it is.
Yeah, that's why I say you got to be willing to talk to anybody and learn from everybody, man.
Yes. Even if you don't listen, just take the time.
That can be a therapy in a way, to where.
Well, you don't have to go to a therapist to get therapy.
Nah, you don't.
You ever have somebody talking to you about something, and it sparks something in you, and somewhere way off in left field, you know, some positive, but that had an effect on you. Yeah, it could be therapy. It could be something like that.
And a lot of that, man, you just got to learn energies, man. You got to learn energy. You got to be able to feel the person's energy and understand when that shit is negative and you need to stay away from it. Because a lot of people don't be understanding. Like, you ever been in a room and you feel one way and then you get around somebody that's hella negative and then when they leave, you feel negative and ain't nothing happened other than you done been around them. But you get an overall negative feel. Like, once you understand that type of stuff, you'll be all right.
And even so that don't feed too much off other people's their attitude. Like, I can go in a room where everybody mad in it.
Yeah, me too.
and be smiling. And I'm gonna change one person's face in that
my
mug.
face always the same. I'm the bodyguard.
I'm telling you. Oh yeah, Bud be posted.
Angry man.
My face, I got one. And that's my normal look. Damn, that's fucked up.
Man, one of my philosophies. I'm not no philosopher or nothing, but this is a lot of people's philosophy. You really only have one life. Like that is the most.
Ooh, don't get into that.
That's
motherfuckers be using that to do all type of old crazy stuff, and that's
how
how
much
they write
time
it
we
off.
got?
It's their life.
How much
it's
time
their
we
life
got?
though.
How much time?
We got 19 minutes.
All right, good. I can say it then. Some people believe we got more than one life.
I mean,
some people believe we get reincarnated.
You got one life. I got one life. In the realistics of knowing you guys at this moment, I get one time. That's all I know.
Yeah, some people definitely
Tiffany
believe in
said, "My
reincarnation."
therapy sessions have saved some lives." We men and women have to heal from what has hurt us, or the trauma will face. The trauma we face, so we don't carry it on.
All trauma ain't bad trauma.
No, hey. That's by perception.
That's what I'm saying. Because I had some trauma that happened to me, and it made me a certain way, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. To everybody else, if I was to say that situation right now, they'd be like, "Oh, that'd be messed up."
But look, that same situation could break somebody else down, though.
Yeah, I know.
See what I'm saying? So it's all about the person.
Yeah,
and
it's
the
all
perception.
about the person. Yeah, most definitely. Because it's that, and that's when they. So I always treasure my mother. Shout out Mom, our mom.
Shout out moms.
She's a rough woman to where
she was never rough. She was never rough. It's the top.
No, she's a rough woman, as in she's a rough woman. She is,
man.
To where
she was never rough with Rocky, y'all. She was never rough with Rocky.
No.
Every sibling he has says that.
She was a rough woman.
He said it. I didn't.
Not to you.
Right, y'all didn't even let me explain what I mean by rough. She's a rough woman to where she's gonna say what she mean, and she don't give a fuck how you feel about it. She's gonna tell you the truth about it. Not all people are like that.
Facts.
No, they not.
My mama does not hold her tongue for nobody. She is gonna tell you. So if Lil Rocky was coming downstairs musty, and nigga, you need to get in the bath, she wasn't gonna sugarcoat it, nothing. Nigga, go get in the bath. If my partner came in the house smelling like weed, why do you smell like? She ain't gonna be that parent to turn their nose and walk the other way and say something. She's gonna say something.
Shit, I didn't get that treatment till I was grown.
What? I mean, but you was in the military style. Like, I didn't. My teenage years wasn't military. Like, it was way different. Way different.
Shit, I caught plenty of ass kickers.
Hey,
way different.
Hey, hold on. My mama didn't beat me now. I got some good deserved ass whoopings.
Quick update, real quick, really off topic, but the Trailblazers, that team that didn't need to be in the playoffs, like I said, is getting smoked by 38 points.
Why are you trying to act like you with the Lakers now?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like I told you earlier, Portland ain't all that good.
Yeah. But I was saying, like, I appreciate that, because what I'm getting to is she gave me tough skin. Like, what people say really does not bother me at all. Like, I'm really focused on what I'm trying to do and what whoever's around me is moving, trying to do, who I care about. Like what like you can say, like, for instance, my gap. Most people, this would hinder their life. Oh, I gotta get braces. Oh, I gotta. Nah. I say what my uncle say. What he say, bud? He used to say, don't let the missing teeth fool you. Or don't let the gap fool you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight up. And that's real stuff. Like, don't let that fool you. I still take your bitch. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a confidence thing. Like, she instilled a lot of confidence in me by being that tough woman. By letting me know, hey, you messed up. Just picture a light-skinned woman with a gold tooth yelling at you. you gonna straighten up what you gotta do. Like, I
learned at an early age to do all my dirt away from the house. I'm gonna leave that at that.
you gotta do what you do. Yeah, but
I was happy when y'all came along though. That took a lot of pressure.
A lot of these kids need to get some tougher skin out here.
Man,
boy,
look,
these generations now is just
bro,
soft.
But that's what I'm saying.
Let's not go backwards, man. It's the law.
That's the problem. Is parents not raising their kids?
No, they can't.
They're letting the schools and the TV raise them and the phone.
They can't. The laws have changed.
But they can't beat them or whoop them.
No, you cannot whoop your child.
Yeah, you can't physically whoop them. That's what they say.
I'm just saying the laws.
I done done it in front of them motherfuckers.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Right,
yeah.
allegedly.
You either gonna deal with it, you want me to.
Like, yeah, man.
Some of the police be like,
anyway,
yeah,
man.
what the hell?
Straight up. Because they understand too, man. It's only when you...
My thing is like, how did they even get that in? Like, who voted for that? Who was behind that? Who pushed that? You know what I'm saying? Because every color disciplining their child physically. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the problem is you got people that never had kids making these laws, or never dealt with kids or nothing.
Angela Yee.
I came up when we was getting ass whoopings in school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, show your ass in school.
I was
you
at
want
the end
to.
that
You in
teacher
the coat room
had that
with
long ruler.
Hey,
fuck a ruler.
I would have been.
Hey, you know them college. Hey, you know them paddles them college fraternities use.
Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all had the paddles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my daddy them had
in
the
grade
paddles,
school.
boy. Yeah,
bro.
my daddy them had that damn paddle.
Yeah, bro. Listen to me.
Did they do that overseas?
Nah.
What they do overseas?
Because that's Department of Justice, man.
Yeah, because
DLD, man.
Because that's military. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I remember that. But we went to a school.
If you went to school off post, then
and
you were subject to getting your ass
whooped. You stay in them
whooped.
apartments, and then you go, and then there's that community college right there. Like, it's the towers, right?
Fort Lewis, Washington.
Nah, this in Germany. It's in Germany.
Oh, okay, yeah, K-Town. No, not K-Town, Nuremberg. You wasn't born for K-Town.
With the white big ass building.
Yeah, we stayed on the fourth floor.
Yellow.
No, we stayed in the 10th. Yeah,
they had color stripes on them.
Orange and white, brown and white.
Yeah, bro, I remember that, man. I used to catch the city bus to preschool.
Yeah,
pre-K or kindergarten.
I don't remember
your
that.
school was 2 blocks over.
It felt like I was on a long journey, bro. I used to get on that bus.
Hey,
I used to think I was going
that bus
so
rolled
far.
around the whole housing area, picking up all the kids to go 2 blocks over.
Yeah, I sure was like, man.
I used to love them days.
Well, now that we through family time,
Hey,
I'm sitting here. I don't know what these dudes.
I'm straight reminiscing, dog. He taking me back to a
They
time.
riding around on a cobblestone
Hold
road.
on, watch
and
this,
shit.
Reggie. He taking me back to when I had hair on my head.
Oh man,
He did have a little part and shit. That nigga look like one of them Jodeci or.
Oh man.
And I was in the singing group too.
He had the gum.
Did you have the glass with the gold?
Yeah.
I had me a pair of Gazelles.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was Kango, Cassell, all that shit.
Oh, you had the Kango too?
Yeah, right, man.
Fuck you, nigga. You ain't LL Cool J.
Bruh.
That's my movie, man.
Let's do it.
Them niggas was crazy, man. They swear they had hoes.
No comment.
Oh man.
Oh man, it's been a great show today, man. What
We got
can
any other
What
questions?
can we reflect from this show? Oh, that was mainly the question.
We're going to do this question and answer segment on relationships every day. You know, Drake going to get back to posting a couple questions of the day.
Valentino said, not the player code. Someone take Rocky phone.
Oh, yeah, he better be like, man, Rocky on some Steve Harvey shit.
Hey, hold on, bro. Y'all tripping, man.
Hey, wait, hold on. I would like to say this was Reggie's idea.
I said allow them. I didn't say read everything. I said allow them to.
And then this is your decision, and you was over there quiet most of the time. We was answering the question. He was like,
We put our necks all on it.
Y'all was really into
Hold
it.
on, and I'm the only single motherfucker out here putting my neck on.
Y'all was really into it.
Ain't nobody gonna want to be in a relationship with you, bud.
It's a wrap, dog.
Hey,
That's fucked up.
These answers are they're opinionated, but hey, let's explain that. Let's explain the radio real quick. Okay, when you dealing with radio, in some way, form, or fashion, it has to be some entertainment. That's the only way you listening to it, and you, and
the one over there,
and you. We have to entertain you, because if we didn't, you would turn this shit off and go about your day. So some of the things we talk about, we over-exaggerated a little bit. Matter of fact, no, a lot of it.
A lot.
Or we take the other side on things. We take the other side on things because you got to hear both sides.
Now, we can get serious. We do get serious about, like, policing and politics and investment.
Education.
We get serious about some things. But we have, even in the light of them serious things, we have to entertain.
Have to.
Because that is the point of this podcast. That's the point of this radio. And that's the whole reason we got this thing. I mean, this is not only a outlet for us, but we consider it an outlet for you, too. That's why we always ask y'all to ask questions and stuff. You know what I mean?
Just interactive.
And you know, I'm glad you put this out there like that, man. Because that's when he first brought it to me. That's the first thing I got from it. Man, I could vent, but at the same time, we can have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, in turn, that's what's going to make it fun for everybody. As long as we have fun, guess what? You're going to laugh and have fun with us. So, in sight of all that, we appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please share, like, and
appreciate
subscribe.
everybody listening.
Like and subscribe.
For all
Get
the
your
first
buddies
timers, yeah, share it,
If you
man.
hear a
Get it
topic
out
you
there
like,
to your new people.
Bring it up next show.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
through the
saying?
week. Y'all know when we on. We're on
Get your
Mondays,
buddies.
Tuesdays, Fridays.
Don't
7
just talk
to
about
10.
the topics, on the side with your friends. Come back on the next show. We ain't got no problem with talking about it again.
Yeah, that's why we have a lot of open forums. We doing as y'all see, we doing different little things. We got interviews. We got the relationship segment now. We got the white people ask us anything on Fridays.
Still waiting on
Angry
you, white
Man
people.
Minutes. I mean, we got all that and more to come. You know what I'm saying? The show just gonna continue to evolve. You know what I'm saying? The better we get, the better it's gonna get. The greater entertainment factor it's gonna be for y'all. We gonna sooner or later. Drake, we was talking about doing little skits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can start going to video. It's gonna happen, man.
Hey, Reggie, whose idea was that?
What?
White people's question.
Man, it was something that Drake asked one time, and I said, man, we need to turn that into a thing, bro.
Look,
Because he just asked it one day, like, hey, what's some stuff white people want to know? And then I said, nah. You said, somebody say something and it sparked something.
Questions that one time?
Yeah, you say some having and something sparked something. When he said, I said, that sparked something. I said,
that's
we
grown
need to,
on me,
we
man.
need to keep doing that.
We need to start pushing that, man.
Yeah, that's how you going to break down some of these barriers, man. We keep saying they don't know. You got to give them a peek inside. You know what I'm saying?
A peek
yeah, give them a little peek inside.
All right. That was it, y'all. This is Drake Lockhead.
This is Reggie.
Big bruh.
And we appreciate y'all listening. Remember, like, subscribe, tune in, Spotify, soon to be iHeart,
and YouTube. We coming.
All that. No, YouTube, we're already there. We're on YouTube, all that. Look up the Spillover. Check us out. The Spillover.
Big bro.
It's Reggie, man.
Like it.
Ooh, you make a mess.